everybody. Bring it up, bring it up. If you don't want it, somebody else got to come in here and take it, okay? You got to want it. You want to be dominant. If you don't want it, somebody else is going to come in and take somebody's spot. Who will? Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes, baby. This is hard. This is hard. Who's going to step up? Step up. Step up.
All right, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for 4 quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts, and don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're gonna have to earn it.
Good evening and welcome to the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Tonight, it's the West Salem Panthers under the Friday night lights to take on the Onalaska Hilltoppers, and all the action tonight is presented to you by Cooley Bank, bank with confidence. Jones Construction, the owner works for you, 608-386-8292. Builders Flooring, flooring experts so you don't have to be. Culligan of Lacrosse, better water, pure and simple. And the Spillway Pub in Onalaska, perfect place to stop after the game. CRSN's High School Football Game of the Week is also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Grill and Bar, Wings, Beer, Sports. State Farm Insurance, Carrie Bandel Agency, Onalaska, Celebrate My Drive. Radio 1 Broadcast School, check them out online at radio1school.com. Howie's on Lacrosse, your ultimate sports viewing venue. And Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. Grab a slice today. Now, here with the State Farm Insurance Carrie Bandel Agency of Onalaska pregame show from Hilltopper Stadium in Onalaska, Wisconsin, Rick Franke, Ryan Kastenschmidt, and Tiana Vanderhei.
Good evening and welcome to High School Football Game of the Week here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Rick Franke, Ryan Kastenschmidt, and Tiana Vanderhei in the house, or should I say on the sidelines. We'll talk to her momentarily as we get set for high school football tonight. And Ryan, we're expecting this to be a darn good one as the Hilltoppers host the West Salem Panthers. You know, last year was a fantastic game between the two of them. It didn't turn out well at the end for the Hilltoppers, missing that extra point, losing 17-16. It was a thriller, though, and as you can hear, the fans are pumped up here tonight. We got cowbell, and you can never have enough cowbell.
More cowbell.
You got to always have more cowbell, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a recap of what happened last year in 2012, it was the season opener as opposed to the second game of the season like it is this week and many other weeks before it. It was a 10-0 first half lead for the Hilltoppers. Then the West Salem Panthers tied the game 10-10 with just 9 seconds left on a 37-yard field goal by Kevin Martinson. And then it was Martinson's foot again that ended up being the difference in that 17-16 win. Now, Onalaska has the edge overall in the matchup in the last 10 years, Ryan. 6 wins, 4 losses. Biggest margin of victory for either team was a West Salem 14-0 win in 2010. And the big thing tonight, on top of the fact that this is a great non-conference rivalry, is the fact that longtime Onalaska head coach Dieter Antoni returns, but this time he's an assistant coach for Wayne Sackett right there in West Salem.
Yeah, you know, there's storylines abound in tonight's game between Onalaska and West Salem. It is looking to be a barn burner like it has been in years past. They play very tough together, and they each give each other a run for their money every year. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do tonight.
We're expecting a good one. Let's go down to the field here in our State Farm Insurance Carrie Bandel Agency of Onalaska pregame show. And I can see that Tiana is in position. Tiana Vanderhei, it is game number 2 on your Cooley Region Sports Network career. And we're glad to have you back on the sidelines again tonight. This place is starting to fill in pretty nice, huh?
It is. A lot of people are starting to fill in. I'm cutting in and out right now. Sorry.
I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah,
right
you
now?
bet. We can hear you just fine as long as you can hear us.
Well, I can hear you every now and then, but it's cutting in and out. The band's pumping the crowd up, and everyone's starting to fill in. So it looks like it should be a good crowd for a beautiful night of football.
Fantastic. We will take a break, and when we return, we'll come back with more of the State Farm Insurance Carrie Bandel Agency pregame show from Hilltopper Stadium in Onalaska, Wisconsin.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Yeah! Yeah! That just happened!
Yes, it did.
No! Yeah! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, we did it!
Yeah, see you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hey, who's this?
If the world's getting smaller these days, then why do you still search and search for your ATM? Because every time you want your money, another bank's ATM eats some of it. Introducing Kasasa, where you get refunds on ATM fees and other rewards like cash, just for using your free checking account. Make any ATM your ATM. Kasasa, carried locally at Cooley Bank. Do you Kasasa?
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Carrie Bandel's State Farm Insurance in Onalaska invites you to join the greatest teen driving safety celebration on October 19th from 11 until 2 at the Onalaska American Legion. Celebrate My Drive, powered by State Farm, emphasizing the positives of safe choices behind the wheel. Participating high schools have a chance to win a grant of $100,000 or $25,000 or even a grand prize of a concert for your school by Kelly Clarkson. Fun carnival games to learn safety driving habits, music, hot dogs, beverages, and more. Celebrate My Drive with Carrie Bandel, State Farm Insurance in Onalaska, October 19th. Go to celebratemydrive.com for more information.
Rick Franke, Ryan Kastenschmidt back at Hilltopper Stadium as we get set for high school football here between the West Salem Panthers and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. For West Salem, senior quarterback Garrett Johnson back after throwing for over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns last year. Also has a couple of favorite targets back. Junior Trent Kastenschmidt and senior Julian Grosskopf. You like that name? Are you related in any way, Ryan?
No relation. No relation.
No relation there, says Ryan. Last week against Durant, a very good team. In fact, a D5 state quarterfinalist last year. Garrett Johnson was 12 for 28, couple picks in the game, 1 touchdown, 193 yards. Coach Sackett ran the ball with Trent Kastenschmidt. He had a nice game, 24 carries, 134 yards in the game. And the Panthers, though, were held scoreless in the first half, but scored twice in the second half, fell short, 24-14. The key is the defense for West Salem, and you got to look at Colin Schrader, linebacker, senior, very, very tough. Chris Gunther is another guy, and then Trent Kastenschmidt on the other side on defense is a darn good defensive back.
Yeah, you know, West Salem's got the weapons both on offense and defense. Johnson had a good week last week, had those 2 picks, 1 return for a touchdown. So if he can keep those picks off the board, it'll be interesting to see if West Salem's offense can really get clicking this week.
We'll see the Onalaska Hilltoppers as well. They got off to a slow start, just like the Panthers did last week at Merrill. The Blue Jays took a 36-0 lead in the first half until Ryan Williams, the new Hilltopper quarterback, hit tight end Nick Fruit for a 29-yard touchdown score. The second half much better for Onalaska, allowing just 1 more touchdown while getting a rushing touchdown by Alex Gums later in the game as well. And the other touchdown pass from Ryan Williams to Nick Fruit for 33 yards, 43-19 the final there. The upside for Onalaska was the offense moved the ball real well, but the defense struggled a bit. Alex Gums had 77 yards and a touchdown, and then Ryan Williams is the leader in the Mississippi Valley Conference in passing with 133 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Onalaska almost had the exact same yardage as Merrill last week, except for Merrill got out to a 36-0 lead in the second quarter. So they were moving the ball. The problem is just getting on the scoreboard. So if they can get out to a quick start and maybe get their offense on the board early, it'll be interesting to see if they can really open up with Williams and Fruit.
A couple of games already played in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Yesterday it was the Holman Vikings victorious. And how about this too? They win 33-0 at New Prague, Minnesota. They have now allowed minus 65 yards rushing against their first two opponents. I mean, how about that for a defense?
That's Madden stats right there.
Without question. I mean, they're playing their A game defensively, and they put some points on the board as well in week 2. Central winner earlier today at Carson Park in Eau Claire. They beat Eau Claire Memorial 18-15. They had an 18-0 lead, and then 15 unanswered by the Old Abes. Got them back in the football game, but the Red Raiders able to hold on and win by 3 today.
Good win for Central today, man. That's key. Eau Claire's a good football team.
It was a hot day too, and it's still hot. As we're feeling it pretty good here in the media box.
You look
definitely.
like it, yeah.
They are meeting at midfield to flip the coin and determine who it is that's going to be kicking and receiving here. Meanwhile, other action around the area. Toma taking on Black River Falls tonight. Logan is, as I mentioned, at Carson Park against Eau Claire North. And we've got Aquinas at Pacelli, Sparta at Westby, Whitehall at Arcadia, Onalaska Luther, your alma mater, is at Cashton tonight.
Going for undefeated. Already 1-0. Got another one on the slate tonight. See if we can push it to 2-0 for the first time since 2007.
How about that, huh? The passing game's rolling along,
yeah,
huh?
Shopper to Kennedy, man. 200 yards, over 200 yards for Colin last week.
And the Redhawks of GET are going to have their hands full with Somerset tonight. That game is in Galesville. And then Melrose Mindoro at Viroqua, Cochrane Fountain City at Necedah, and Blair Taylor is at Bangor. I do believe we'll be getting to our national anthem. You see the nice big giant flag to the right on your camera as Timmy Culp is our cameraman tonight here at Hilltopper Stadium. He's now focused in, and here's our anthem. We'll send it to the field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of free and the home of the brave.
And very nicely done here at Hilltopper Stadium. Gorgeous night for football. It's a bit warm, and as you can see, Ryan, my friend, I'm glistening a bit here in the media box.
I didn't want to say anything.
But down the field, starting to take shade from the stadium here, and then the sun's still out, probably game time temp around 85, unless my phone tells me I might have an exact temperature. Looks like we are sitting at 90 degrees right now, according to my lovely phone, which is usually pretty accurate. And inside this box, though, I think it's 95.
I would not doubt it, if not higher. Triple digits, maybe.
Hilltoppers 0-1 on the season. West Salem 0-1, both non-conference losses. Again, a 24-14 loss to Durham for the Panthers, 43-19 to Merrill for the Hilltoppers. It'll be interesting to see how Ryan Williams performs here in his second game. You know, the young quarterback, he's a junior, and this is just his second start at the varsity level under center. He's going to be key, I think, for the Hilltoppers. The other thing is going to have to play a little bit better on defense this week because they really got off to a horrible start last week, and I'm sure Coach Tom Yashinsky is going to be very excited if he can get this crowd into it, take advantage of playing on the home field.
Yeah, full house tonight. The stadium is packed tonight. Onalaska is going to have to keep West Salem off the board early to avoid a repeat of last week where they let up 22 unanswered points in the first quarter. If West Salem gets any type of opportunity here in the first quarter, I'm sure they'll take advantage of it. So Onalaska's got to button down and be able to stop them on defense.
Now, Tiana Vanderhei is down on the field for us there, and I hope Tiana can hear me okay in the headset this time. But, Tiana, obviously the fans are definitely filling in here. The students are supposed to have a whiteout tonight. Can you spot them? Are they all wearing white somewhere?
I don't see them.
Where are the students? Are they making a late appearance? Or?
Maybe they're going to storm in. I'm not quite sure.
All right.
The West Salem's over here in black from what I can see, most of them.
All right.
But I see no Onalaska students.
My daughter, Paige Frankie, goes to Onalaska, and she said it's a whiteout tonight. And I hope she's talking about the Onalaska game because that's where she goes to high school.
Are they supposed to sit next to the band at the end of the field?
They have a section here. That's what I was told, so I'm not sure. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me know if you get a whiteout report.
I will.
All right, sounds good. Tiana Vanderhei on the sidelines for us today as the Hilltoppers now take the field. Got the purple pants and the dark black jerseys. And for the West Salem Panthers, they're in their whites with the black pants. And these two teams have had a great non-conference rivalry. As I mentioned, 6-4 Onalaska with the lead in terms of the wins and losses in the last 10 years. But we'll see if the shift of Dieter Antoni moving over as an assistant coach starts to turn that in the other direction. We'll find out tonight as they'll be going back at it. Last year, West Salem a winner by 1. Onalaska is going to receive the kick as the Panthers get set here. And Alex Teal, who's got speed to burn, is one of those returners deep. And he can definitely fly. We were hearing rumors of 4.540, which is pretty quick.
We'll have to see if he can take advantage of that. Gums is the other back to return man.
And he'll be running the football for the Hilltoppers tonight as well. So double duty on special teams. Set to kick for the Panthers. Julian Groskopf.
Squid
Short
kick.
end-over-end kick picked up at the 32. And the Hilltoppers will be stacked up at the 36-yard line. And so that's where they'll start out. First down and 10 here. Again, a gorgeous night for football. The band's in full effect. You heard them a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it appears West Salem also heard that Alex Teal has 4.5 speed.
They didn't want to kick
They
to
did
him.
not want to test that. They were gladly give up the 35-yard line to not test Teal.
So the first look at the Hilltopper offense. And again, Ryan Williams is the quarterback. And they'll go with one lone back. And in motion is Alex Teal. And quickly, it's Teal. Gets the give and up to the 40-yard line. So he'll pick up about 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go here for the Hilltoppers in front of the home fans.
Yeah, Teal with the end around there. He looked for some space on the outside, but he just couldn't get any to utilize that speed. But he was able to make some shifty moves and get a good 4 or 5 yard gain out of it.
So the ball at the 40. Second down and 6 yards to go. And it looks like you might have a delay of game here as the flag comes out from the back judge. And they're marking it off against the Hilltoppers. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. That moves the ball back to the 35 now. It'll be second down and 11.
That is not something you want to do on your opening drive, is just get a dumb penalty like that, a delay a game. That might be a little bit of Ryan Williams' inexperience, however, not getting the team up to the line in time.
Got to get there quick, got to get that play off, so they'll pay the price and suffer a 5-yard penalty here. Williams barking the signals and gives it right up the middle. And plunging forward up to the 39, I believe was Alex Gums. They pack him in pretty tight there.
Yeah, just see what you can get on second down there. You got a good 2-3 yards out of it, but now you set up a 3rd and long situation where it's going to be probably a pass from Ryan Williams. We'll have to see that arm.
3rd down and 8. Ball marked at the 39-yard line. Hilltoppers own 39. About a minute into this one. And out of the shotgun, Williams downfield. Deep pass over the shoulder of Alex Teal. Now, Teal's fast, but that one had a little bit too much behind it. Incomplete pass will force a 4th down situation, and I'm sure the punter's coming out here.
He was open, too. If he was able to land that, Teal would have been gone for a touchdown. But he just overthrew him a little bit. So now a 3-and-out for Onalaska. Now West Salem is going to get the ball.
So 4th down and 8, and they'll be set to kick here. And shifting is the West Salem defense. Here's the boot by Nick Stoner. Nice kick, and it bounces perfectly for the Hilltoppers. Ball drops at the 7-yard line. So way deep go the Panthers. A beautiful special teams play by Nick Stoner, who also handles the kicking duties. He's a fullback, outside linebacker, and Nick gets the job done there on special teams.
Yeah, that was a beautiful punt. Colin Haas back to return for West Salem. He didn't want any part of it. I'm sure the sun was looked like it was in his eyes, so I'm sure he didn't want to take any chances fielding the ball that deep in his own territory, so he let it bounce, hoping it could tumble into the end zone. But Stoner was able to get the ball inside the 10-yard line, and now West Salem is backed up in their own territory to start this drive.
So first look here at the offense of the West Salem Panthers, which started to get rolling in the second half of the game against Durand. 1st and 10 from the 7. Garrett Johnson, the quarterback. A little shift on the line there. Schrader moves up as a tight end. Now a first play from scrimmage, a run off left tackle. And looks like they might have picked up maybe 2 on the play. 3 maybe as well.
Schrader on that carry. Colin Schrader.
Schrader, a fullback. Last year got quite a few carries. Of course, Unger was the starting tailback for the Panthers last year. Put up real good numbers. So they give him 1. Ball on the 8. 2nd down and 9. Scoreless here, and they'll throw a flag before this play gets underway. And we might have the same situation where the second play from scrimmage is a delay of game.
False start.
False start. Boy, that was way early on the start then.
Barely even got set, and somebody moved, and now they're even further.
Yikes. So both teams penalized 5 yards. This will move it back to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 13 now for the Panthers.
Well, you got to be careful here if you're West Salem. You don't want to take any chances and, get a safety or even a touchdown for Onalaska. One mistake.
Shifting up front. Looks like Lowen. And again, it's a give up the middle. The Hilltoppers will have none of that. Shut down right back at the line of scrimmage. Alex Teal jumped in at the very end. But they had a couple other tacklers in there. Austin Lubinsky, 6'1", 180-pound outside linebacker. The junior was in on the stop as well.
Yeah, storming to the ball. They were able to stop him right up the middle. So now West Salem's got a 3rd and long situation. You'd almost think that they'd just bite the bullet, run the ball here, and just punt it away and not take any chances. But we'll have to see what they do.
I think you're right, Ryan. I think what you want to do is just kind of do nothing risky here. You don't want to turn the ball over this deep in your own end if you're West Salem.
Particularly this early.
And it is a running play right side. The Hilltoppers swallow it up. Big tackle there by Hunter Clark, the big defensive lineman, 6'2", 285-pound senior. He does a great job on the offensive line. That time gets in on a big tackle. So they say 1 on the pickup. And that'll force a punt here for the West Salem Panthers.
Well, West Salem kicked away from Alex Teal on the opening kick, but it'll be interesting to see if they maybe kick it out of bounds so that Teal doesn't touch it here on this punt return.
8:36 and counting here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. A 4th and 8. And the boot is nicely placed. Bounces at midfield. Takes a Panther roll down the left sideline and eventually ends up at the 36 where the Hilltoppers will start out 1st down and 10. So a nice punt there, and that'll put the Hilltoppers offense out for the 2nd time. They missed on a long pass up the middle. They were looking for Alex Teal, who has been somehow avoided here. They avoided him on the kick returns, the punt return, and now they also missed him on a pass, but we'll see what the Hilltoppers do with it here this time.
Yeah, Onalaska West Salem trade 3-and-outs there, and now Onalaska gets the ball at pretty much the same spot that they had it a good 7 minutes ago.
Well, neither defense has looked like they did in their first games of the season. Both defenses clamping down. There's a nice plunge up the middle. That's going to pick up 5 on the play. That was Nick Fruit, I believe, that got the carry there. Fruit had a couple of touchdown catches.
Yeah, he had 4 catches for 73 yards last week.
And 2 touchdowns. And we talked with Coach Yashinsky in our football preview show, and he said he's been waiting for Nick to put on some weight there. And it looks like he added about 10 pounds since last season. There's a give right side, and there's going to be a first down and more. On the move is Alex Gums, still on his feet inside West Salem territory, finally knocked down at the 29-yard line.
Carrying tacklers with him, Gums is just able to get through the line and just drag the whole West Salem defense with him.
And again, Coach Yashinsky said, hey, this kid's pretty strong. He'll carry some people, and right there he showed you. He's got a little burst behind it with the power running.
It would be a little careful, though. It looked like the ball was swinging out there a little bit. If you got a West Salem defender behind that, he can pop the ball loose.
So 1st and 10 from the West Salem 29-yard line. They'll go to the left this time. Teal with space down the left sideline. No one's going to catch him, I don't believe. Hits the pylon with a football. And still no signal from the officials. The football stretched out and hit the pylon. Usually that means 6. But it looks like they're going to mark him down at the goal line. Whew. Wow. Actually a little farther back even. I'm not sure on the spot there from our perspective here.
Must have stepped out of bounds.
Well, looks like West Salem trying to change some personnel here. They're going to spot the ball at the 2-yard line. A big burst from Teal, who almost hits Pater. So the Hilltoppers break from scrimmage. Again, Ryan Williams under center. Gums the deep back. They're stacked pretty tight. Pitch right to Gums. Tries to get through a block in the right side for a touchdown. Alex Gums hits Pater at 6 points from 2 yards out. It's 6-0 Hilltoppers.
Gums just saw daylight and he ran right towards it, right around the outside. And now he gets his 2nd touchdown of the year. This one from 2 yards out to put Onalaska up 6-0 over West Salem here early in the first quarter.
So a 2-yard touchdown run. And now we'll see if they can add the extra point. It'll be Ben Markworth, the place kicker for the Hilltoppers. Puts it up, end over end, right between the uprights for a 7-0 lead. Onalaska Hilltoppers, West Salem Panthers. This is the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've been here multiple times. It's a great atmosphere, and I've always enjoyed the food.
My sister said, there's a new place called Howie's. Somebody told me about it and said, have you tried Howie's? We're eating the jalapeno cheese bites. They're very good.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
I didn't even recognize it, comparing it to the old Howie's.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details. I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee, plus you can get cash or extra savings and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. K-A-S-A-S-A.
Kasasa, now at Cooley Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network. The Hilltoppers kicking off, short kick, fielded at the 24-yard line, and trying to drag tacklers up to the 33 for West Salem was, I believe, was that number 36 there? 56, there we go, Jay Beesman.
Flag on the play.
So what was the flag, Ryan?
Face mask of the 5-yard variety, it looks like. So now West Salem will start their second drive and look to see if they can answer the Onalaska touchdown here starting at their own 38-yard line.
7:11 left here in the first quarter. The Hilltoppers with a 2-yard touchdown run by Alex Gums, and here's a quick defensive play again. Storming in for the Hilltopper defense, Jacob Cornish. He makes the stop, and the Panthers not finding any room to the outside or the inside thus far.
Yeah, they've tried running up the middle and on the outside a few times already, and they haven't had too much to work with yet. So now West Salem lines up. Power I formation. Johnson under center. Looks the pass to the outside, dropped. Grosskopf is out there in the flats, and he just dropped it. It looked like it hit his hands, but it was just outside his reach perhaps, and now it's 3rd and long again for West Salem.
So 3rd down and 9 here for the West Salem Panthers. And they need to get something going offensively, as Garrett Johnson looks to make something happen. Has not gone to the air. And again, they'll go on the ground. And not going to pick up much. Maybe 2 on the carry. Julian Grosskopf is shut down there. So they'll have to kick again.
Well, good job for Onalaska forcing 2 back-to-back 3-and-outs, and now they're going to get the ball back and see if they can add to that lead. West Salem looked struggling to move the football early on here.
So 4th and 7 from the 38. The Panthers set to kick. Schauf with a nice boot. Look at that thing give it a ride. Oh, my. That bounced at the 3, and it may just stay right there at the 1.
Oh.
I think they knocked it into the end zone.
It did.
Oh, he could have let it go. That was a booming punt as Tim Schauf sent that thing flying. Let's see. I'd say he probably hit that almost 70 yards.
It was a booming kick.
It was close to 70.
That was impressive, to say the least. Now, West Salem missed an opportunity there to down Onalaska inside their own 2-yard line there. But
as they pull it back out to the 20 as it got knocked into the end zone. Boy,
It's
I
too
tell you, I
bad.
thought it was going to sit there in the goal line. I think his hand might have knocked it in.
I think he did. He was trying to down it, and in the process of downing it, he was coming in so fast to try to keep it from bouncing to the end zone that his momentum just took it into the end zone.
So with this heat, a little extra breather here, and that'll probably happen a few times here, as both teams going to have to make sure they got plenty of fluids in them here, because it'll sweat out of you pretty fast. I mean, we're just a couple of guys talking up here in the box. Now you're a lot smaller than I am here.
Well,
but
I'm still feeling it.
I sweat just brushing my hair when it's this hot. That's how it is for me. And I'm sure Timmy Culp, our cameraman there, is feeling the same effects. Oh, you're doing okay? Look at him. He's doing just fine.
He's outside, though. He's got that advantage.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of the breeze out there. We don't have too much breeze. So the Hilltoppers have the football again, 1st and 10 from the 20 after a booming punt by Tim Schauf. Again, Gums is the deep back. Williams faked it one way, misdirection. Fullback gets the carry this time. Two-yard pickup. That was Stoner. So Stoner gets a couple yards this time. They've gone with 3 different backs.
Yeah, it's
Teal, Gums, and now Stoner.
Well, with heat like this, you got to rotate the guys through there so that you don't get one guy too tired for later on in the game.
Fruit split near side. Looking for him, but it's Gums. He tries to drag tacklers out across the 25, but he'll be shut down there. Picks up another 2 yards. It'll be a long 3rd down here for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Sun starting to disappear to the hill. Of course, a big event coming up this weekend in Onalaska. What do they call that again? The
Grand River
World's
Block
Largest
Party.
Block Party? That's the world's largest office party that they do down there at the Lacrosse Center. But a bunch of bands and a lot of fun. Williams looks to his left, up high on Fruit, intercepted by the West Salem Panthers, and that's Mark Harris as he takes it down the sideline, still on his feet, finally knocked down at the 5-yard line. Off Nick Fruit's hands. Pass was a little high by Williams, and then it's picked off by Harris, who takes it down to the 5. So now West Salem able to turn the tables. They get a big turnover there and have a chance to punch it in from 5.
Great job by Harris to concentrate on that ball. It was batted around a little bit, and he was able to corral it. And once he got the ball, he's able to make pretty nice footwork there and make some people miss and get the ball inside the 5-yard line there for West Salem. So now they can get on the board here.
Let's see if Tiana can hear us okay. I know there was little issues with the headset there for a moment. If you're wondering what was going on there, can you hear us okay, Tiana?
It's a little better. I'm still cutting out pretty bad.
Well, just we'll do the best that we can.
I'm playing fill in the blanks right now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. That's the magic of live broadcasting. There's a big play for West Salem here. So you take it to the left, and they can't quite punch it in. Went with Kastenschmidt that time. First carry of the game. Probably going to be better than Tiana if you head closer towards our area there from the sidelines. I think that'll give you a little bit better perspective.
It was.
Yeah. So the ball now at the 3. It'll be second down, goal to go here for the West Salem Panthers. First carry for Kastenschmidt. And they'll go to Kastenschmidt again. He's got plenty of space to the outside, carries it in. From 3 yards out, a 3-yard touchdown run with 3:43 left here in the first quarter. 1 point away from tying things up are the West Salem Panthers.
Great block by Nicholas Lafleur for West Salem there. He sealed the edge, so then Kastenschmidt was able to get around the corner, walk into the end zone untouched. And now, with this extra point pending, we could have a tie game.
So we'll see if they can get this up in between the uprights. Julian Grosskopf, pretty solid kicker. Outstanding goalie for the West Salem Panther hockey team. The key always getting a good snap from center. High, but placed nicely. End over end kick, and it's ranked between the uprights. We're knotted up at 7 apiece. This is the high school football game of the week here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. We'll be back with more coming up soon.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Cooley Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Rick and Ryan back at Hilltopper Stadium as we get set for the Panthers to kick off. They score on a 3-yard touchdown run. Trent Kastenschmidt punches it in. He took it left side, nobody there, and a big turnover set that up, though. A huge interception by Mark Harris as he caught a ball that bounced off of Nick Fruit's hands, took it down to the 5-yard line, and then a couple of running plays, and there you go. Panthers even things up. Extra point good by Grosskopf. So again, Teal back deep with Gums, and they'll wait.
See if they'll test Teal here, or if they'll just squib it up the middle yet again.
Here's the kick from Grosskopf. This time end over end, a little deeper. Teal going to get it to 15. And now they fake the reverse. Teal tries to cut to the far side. He's got space. Nobody on him. Still on his feet. Gets a good block. He could go all the way. He will. He'll take that one downtown. And just like that, the Hilltoppers get on the board again. The speed is there. We heard about it, and he displayed it. Alex Teal with a huge kick return for a touchdown.
Stellar job. That was nice. Just getting around the corner and exploding, running down the sidelines. I don't even know if he was touched. He just outran everybody.
85-yard kick return for a touchdown for Alex Teal. And now they'll look to get the extra point. So the cowbell ringing here at Hilltopper Stadium to get set for Ben Markworth to add the extra point. And that's a perfect kick. It looks good. And again, the Hilltoppers strike right back and score, and it's now 14-7. Unless there was a flag down there. It doesn't look like it. You were looking like you were keeping. Is there a flag? Oh, there is. And what are your thoughts on the flag?
Legal procedure, says
Timmy Colt.
Timmy Colt.
Busy trying to write down my score sheet here. So no extra point. They'll have to retry it here. It's not like the NFL games where the officials will tell you what the call is after they make it down on the field.
Yeah, and with such a large crowd, you have no chance of hearing them explain it on the field either.
No. At least not me. Maybe your hearing's a little bit better.
What's that?
This one's good. Let's see. Yeah, that one will hold up. 14-7 Hilltoppers with 3:25 left here in the first quarter. This is the high school football game of the week here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Kind of like tweeting right there. Yeah. Rick and Ryan back from Hilltopper Stadium. Let's see if Tiana can hear us. She knows all about the tweets. She follows the tweets. In fact, we're hoping if we can communicate with her tonight that we'll get some of the scores from some of the other games via tweet.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up. I hear you.
Awesome. Right now we have Arcadia up 7-0 against Whitehall. And that's one of the only scores I have an update for right now.
The West Salem Panthers picking the ball up there at the 10 and eventually getting up to the 19-yard line. A little trouble handling that kick return at first. Otherwise, maybe more yards on the return.
Yeah, you know, that happens sometimes. Speaking from experience as an ex-returner, can't say as though I was the best of ones. And that did happen to me a few times where when the ball is kicked off, you just can't field it right away, and then you cost your team some precious yardage.
So if you want, follow Cooley Region Sports Network on Twitter, and Tiana will update his scores from here, of course, and also scores from around via Twitter, as they're always being flashed by different media sources, different people at games. Good way to know what's happening throughout the Cooley, the MVC, the Scenic Bluffs, et cetera, et cetera. So a pitch, and again, not much space, but a couple of shredded tackles there. But again, I think that was Kastenschmidt to the outside.
Boy, Onalaska's defense is doing a very good job tonight stopping the run so far. I mean, they did let up 7 points, but that's unfair. I mean, West Salem got the ball on the 5-yard line, so they've been able to stop the run very well so far tonight.
2nd and 10 as they don't get anything really on that. Maybe a yard. Call it 2nd and 9. And here's rolling out. Johnson pump fake. Pressure just gets past the outstretched arms of Asher Freibler and ends up moving it to about the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 4, or a long 3.5, say.
Well, it's hard to tell or hard to say in retrospect from all the way up here in the booth, but if he had held onto the ball perhaps a second longer, he could have seen Grosskopf going up the sidelines, and it looked like he had some separation from the defensive back, and if he had lofted one up there, we could have been talking big play.
Those guys are usually on the same page. One of his favorite targets, Julian Grosskopf. We'll call it 3rd down and 2. I'll say more like 3rd and 3. Man in motion. Fake handoff one way. Kastenschmidt, stiff arm. Up to the 40. Still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds midfield. 1st down, Panthers. So the man with the same last name as you had a very nice carry there down the near sideline.
I'm sure he's seen me do that a few times, so that's how he was able to break that one there.
Well, you played against the Panthers when you were at Onalaska Luther, and how many yards rushing did you have against that Panther defense?
Not as many as he just got on that run.
Okay, so it didn't amount to a whole lot then.
No.
First down here for the Panthers. Ball at the 48, their own 48-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers split far. Johnson looks downfield, rolls to his left, and let's see. He's got some more pressure, and he'll be dragged down. Very close to being a sack. He might have gotten forward back to the line of scrimmage.
Lots of pressure there from Onalaska. They had 3 guys in there pressuring Johnson. Johnson just didn't have the time to set his feet and throw the football, so he just eats it and takes the no gain.
Junior defensive tackle Andrew Novak in on the stop, 5'9", 221 pounds.
Asher Frabler also in there. Junior middle linebacker.
They split it. We'll give him an assist.
Okay, half sack.
So right there, back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Johnson pitch. Here's Kasten Schmidt. Cuts through one tackler. Still on his feet past the 40 inside Onalaska territory where he's dragged down to 36. Another first down and a pickup of 15 on the play. So nice run in there by Kasten Schmidt.
There's been a few broken tackles tonight, both from Gums and Kassenschmidt on both sides, Onalaska and West Salem. So I don't know if that's just early season teams trying to get used to tackling and not getting the practice that they need in, or just the strength of the running backs. Maybe the combination of both, but makes for some entertaining runs, that's for sure.
Offenses are starting to open things up a little bit. First series for each team were pretty sluggish, but now things starting to get going on the running game. 1st and 10, ball at the Onalaska 35 for the West Salem Panthers. Johnson, I formation, 2 receivers split far. Johnson gets pressure. He gets away from a tackle from behind, has his receiver down the left sideline, and he completes it on target for Julian Grosskopf, who has got another first down for the Panthers.
Johnson's down. He's getting up. It looks like
flag down by him.
Looks like another player for Onalaska down.
There is a flag at the 38-yard line. Player down for the Hilltoppers, and
can't quite tell who it is.
Trying to pick up the number.
Yeah, it looks like a lineman perhaps.
I think that's a good guess based on the size. But
well, hey, I was a lineman too, so.
Were you?
Yeah, defensive lineman, nose tackle.
You must have had that quickness. You just got right in
between their legs.
Right between the big guys are under their legs. I gotcha. Still haven't had an explanation for the flag that's down at the 38 either.
Well, the ball's spotted inside the 5, so it could have fallen out of his pocket maybe.
Doesn't know that it's gone. He's going to pick it up now, it looks like, because they're moving the sticks.
Yeah.
So that looks like it was a clean play. Ball spot at the 5. A nice dish by Johnson.
On the run.
Yeah, and Grosskopf had plenty of space. He was all by himself on the far sideline.
Yeah.
And Johnson with a big pass. So players still down for the Hilltoppers.
Looks like a leg injury to his left leg.
And he's at the 40. We'll take a quick break here and come back with more action from Hilltopper Stadium in Onalaska, Wisconsin. This is the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
So the injury is now going to be treated on Jacob Cornish as he has his teammates helping him back to the sidelines. The Panthers in good situation, 1st and goal from the 5 inside Onalaska territory as the clock continues to tick to 45 seconds. We'll see what Johnson does this time. He seems to be fine, even though he got up a little slow. Give right up the middle, and not going to be enough to pick up the touchdown, but a 3-yard carry, it looks like, to the left side by, is that Samuel Lowen?
Couldn't tell.
Looks like 44.
There's a lot of bodies going through there. I will say that with Korish, it's a shame for that to happen. You never want to see that, but he looks like he's a tough kid, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to maybe not bounce back sometime soon.
So they give him 3 yards on the carry by Sam Lowen. He's a junior running back. Again, they'll stack him up on the line. And plunge forward for the touchdown. From 2 yards out, The West Salem Panthers go to Sam Lowen 2 times in a row, and now just need the extra point to tie things up. As that ends the quarter. So they storm right back.
Compared to
big pass play.
Compared to last week, that's very different first quarter for both teams. At this point last week, both teams were already down several scores.
So we'll see what happens here on the kick by Grosskopf. Waiting for the snap, and they're not going to get the play off in time. Been a few flags thrown before the actual play here so far in this first quarter. The Panthers trying to get their team tied up here with the Hilltoppers. Tiana, you hear us down there on the sidelines?
Yes, much better now.
Much better. That's good to hear. Any updates in terms of scores around the area?
We still have Arcadia up against Whitehall, now a 14-0 lead. And Pacelli is up against Aquinas 7-0.
All right, couple of scores there. Here's the kick by Grosskopf, end over end between the uprights. No flags, and that's going to make it 14-14 after our first quarter of play. We're all tied up here at Hilltopper Stadium. It is the high school football game of the week right here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Hey, Culligan man.
Oh, that's me. You know you need soft water, and you don't know where to start? Well, give us a call. We've got a $10 a month, 6-month home trial. We'll come out, test the water, and check the plumbing to see what you need and give you a price. Don't get stuck with something from the big box that no one will service or help you with.
Better water, pure and simple. Let Culligan prove it. Rent for just $10 a month for a 6-month home trial. Call or visit CulliganLacrosse.com. Limited time offer.
Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet? If not, you're missing out on one of the best neighborhood establishments in Onalaska. Located on Irvin Street in Onalaska off Highway 35, the Spillway is an awesome place to go after any event to relax with friends and family. The Spillway Pub has great weekly specials. When Bucky plays, enjoy the Monster Mug Special. $3 tappers during the game. Packers Sundays, enjoy a Monster Mary and a Monster Mug. Also, after any local sporting event, if you are wearing purple, your second drink is free. Come to the neighborhood pub where you belong. The Spillway Pub off Highway 35 on Irvin Street in Onalaska. Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet?
Can you dig it?
Rick and Ryan back at Hilltopper Stadium as the West Salem Panthers punch it in from a couple yards out. Sam Lowen with the touchdown run, but boy, the pass by Garrett Johnson hitting his receiver, Julian Grosskopf, for a huge 40-yard completion. That set things up at the 5-yard line, and now we're knotted up at 14 apiece. Now, I do see at the other end here, there is the whiteout I was hearing about earlier. They suddenly have appeared and getting their things going out there, trying to make some noise for the home team. Looks like things are filling in here. From your perspective, Tiana, does it look like we're pretty much filled up here in this stadium?
There's not quite a lot of empty seats up there. It's pretty full, not going to lie. And I did see the students start to trickle in more. They must have been tailgating in the parking lot.
Oh, they never do that, though, do they?
No, never.
Not like you're going to be doing it tomorrow there at the Badger game.
I will be leaving bright and early.
Bright and early. And I said, you should go home and get a good night's sleep after the game. Nope, I'm a college student.
I have to see all my friends and welcome them back into town naturally.
I understand exactly how that is. All right, so the Hilltoppers await the kick here. And we're knotted up at 14 apiece. Beginning of the second quarter. That was scored with no time left on the clock in the first. End over end, short kick. Picked up at the 25-yard line. And gets up to about the 30 before he's knocked back. I think that was Lubinsky with the carry. He knocked the first tackler backwards.
Lowered his shoulder.
That's a hockey player right there, Austin Lubinsky. He's a darn good forward for the Hilltoppers hockey team. That time he threw a little check there into the tackler.
Yeah, West Salem not kicking to Teal after he took the last one for a score, and you can't really blame them. They didn't kick it to him right away, and then they chose to kick to him later, and they paid for it dearly. So now I would be surprised if they kicked to him at all today on purpose.
They're going to try to keep him out of the game as best they can. That's what Chippewa Falls did last week. They tried to keep Dylan Martinez out of the game with that incredible speed. I'll go right up the middle with the first carry. And it was Gums who went forward for about 3 yards.
Holding.
But, as you heard Ryan say, that's going to come back. And holding's the bad one, because that'll knock you back 10 yards. You don't want that.
That's a lineman's worst nightmare. I'm sure he'll have to pay for that one in practice.
Well, I don't know if it's like in baseball, whether they have a kangaroo court here in Onalaska, but sometimes you miss signs in baseball. You know, you had to pay for it. But I doubt there's any money changing hands. They probably don't do that, right?
Well, I'm sure if you ask them, they don't.
Williams give right side, and again they'll plunge. And Gums is going to get 4, according to our public address announcer, and that's going to set up a long 2nd down and 13 here for the Hilltoppers.
Onalaska's yet to complete a pass here, and it's already the 2nd quarter.
One long throw over the middle, missed Alex Teal,
yeah.
And that's all we've seen. Outside of that, runs up the middle, couple pitch plays outside. They've had more success to the outside than the inside today. Back in the shotgun, though, this time. Williams, quick screen pass off Teal's hands. They better chase it down just to make sure it was a forward pass, but it was pretty close.
Yeah, I thought it was a fumble, but
I think it was just across.
Yeah.
And it'll be an incomplete pass. So you say, where is the passing game? There was an attempt, but it didn't work to Alex Teal again. So 3rd down and 13. Ball at the 27. 10:56 left here in the first half. All knotted up at 14 apiece.
3rd and long. Obvious passing situation if that's trying to get the first down.
Got motion to the far side. That's Nick Stoner. Stoner now wide left. Continues to go wider. And Williams from the shotgun. He'll take it. Quarterback option. Runs it up the middle. Not going to be enough for a first down. Tackled at the 33-yard line. Stuck there by number 53, Austin Moss.
And there you see that holding penalty come back to haunt you. You set yourself up 1st and 20. That's a long ways to go. So then you're already looking at an uphill battle, and here they have to go 3 and out.
The sun has disappeared. Lights taken most control of the vision here at Hilltopper Stadium.
It is officially Friday Night Lights.
It is officially. Nice boot as Stoner nails it to the 24, but they get up to the 28-yard line on the return. Could have been worse in that situation as Colin Haas was able to pick up a couple on the return. So it'll be a 1st and 10 situation. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line, the West Salem 29-yard line. Here's the scoring as it's gone thus far. The Hilltoppers got on the board first, a 2-yard touchdown run by Alex Gums. The extra point good by Markworth. Then it was Trent Kastenschmidt from 3 yards out with a touchdown for West Salem. Extra point by Grosskopf good. And then it was Alex Teal, an 85-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. He went crazy, and you won't see him probably get to return one again today, at least in terms of the kickoffs. And then they got the extra point again, and then Sam Lowen from 2 yards out for West Salem at the end of the quarter, knotted up 14 apiece. First carry of this series is rumbled ahead for maybe 2 on the play. And that there for West Salem was Colin Haas. Had 1 touchdown last week for the Panthers. So 2 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 8, ball at the 31. West Salem's own 31. 9:40 and counting. I formation. Johnson rolls, looking downfield, gets pressure from Stoner, throws it down right and out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Nice catch by the coach there. But nice pressure from behind by Stoner, and I think Johnson had to get rid of that one before he wanted to.
Yeah, Johnson, it seems like every time he goes back to pass, which is seldom as it is, he's pressured by the Onalaska lineman, and he's having to throw on the run, and like there, he just had to throw it away.
So it'll be a 3rd and 8 now from the 31. And the Onalaska defense shifting. Johnson again out of the eye. Looking like a blitz situation here. Nope, they drop back. Here's Johnson with time for a second till he gets hit down low, completes the pass. They connect, and it's a first down out across the 45-yard line. Pass complete to number 81, Tyus Hupner. And Hepner ends up catching that one. He's a junior, 6'2", 175-pounder. And he's a kid that has some pretty good range, good hands, good arms.
Good basketball player as well.
Yeah. So up to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 here for the Panthers. 9:09 left here in the first half. All knotted up at 14 apiece. And they'll work out of the eye with the Panthers. Johnson gave it right. Not much room as the Hilltoppers stack it up at the line of scrimmage. I think first in on the tackle was Asher Freibler.
Steady diet of first down runs to Haas today, but that just first down, if you run the ball and you don't get anything, which West Salem hasn't been doing, and you set up a 2nd and long situation, and then you're just trying to fight for that first down, and then if you run the ball again, it's 3rd and long most likely, and then you're just not going to make those as often as you wish you could.
Haas got just 1 on the last carry. And in motion, Grosskopf to the far side. In the pocket is Johnson. Still moving. Has to throw across his body and throws the interception. Picked off by number 26, Bill Keene. And Keene is going to go all the way down the sidelines for an interception for a touchdown. Pick 6. A beautiful run down the sidelines, and Billy Keene, the senior free safety, goes the distance. And the Hilltoppers now up 20-14 in front of the home fans.
Yeah, Johnson, ill-advised throw on the run again as he's getting pressured by multiple Onalaska defenders. And I'm not sure if he's trying to throw that away or if he had a receiver in the area, but if that's who he was throwing to, he was badly underthrown. And now Onalaska takes it back for a score. And now with this extra point, they could go up 7 points.
So first score of this second quarter, and looking for the extra point, as Ryan said. And looks like it's going to be good again as Markworth hits. So the Hilltoppers strike with a defensive touchdown. 21-14. Onalaska leading West Salem on the high school football game of the week right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
You know, it's kind of just refreshing to actually have a nice, upbeat restaurant with refreshing food. I have never gotten the same thing twice. I always just try something else new on the menu. The burgers are fantastic, and the melts are delicious.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Night and day difference. It's nice to come to a place like this.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Rick and Ryan, Tiana down on the field. And Tiana, I just wanted to get your take here real quick. Obviously, the Hilltopper fans have to be pretty excited about that interception return for a touchdown, and wondering if you have any other scores from around the area.
Yeah, he had great coverage on that and read it well. Took off down the field with that speed. I do have a couple updates for you. Aquinas now has pulled ahead against Pacelli with a 14-13 lead. We have Westby leading Sparta with 6-0. Arcadia is leading Whitehall with a 20-0 lead, and Bangor is up against Blair Taylor with a 20-0 lead also.
All right, thank you very much, Tiana. There you go, some scores from around the area, and she'll continue to update us throughout the night. That's going to bounce at the 20. Panthers have a nice wedge in front. We'll get it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's where the Panthers will start out. Well, these teams are striking quick. This is a high-scoring affair. But, again, the defense coming up big there for the Hilltoppers. And I have unofficially a 52-yard interception return, a pick 6 for a touchdown there for Billy Keene.
Yeah, you know, I feel West Salem's defense has done a very good job. They're down 21-14, but I don't think that does their defense any justice. I mean, you had the kickoff return touchdown, interception return touchdown, and they did give up the one touchdown inside their own 5-yard line. So overall, I think West Salem's defense has done a very nice job. They just got to catch some breaks.
So the 33 is where things will start out here for the West Salem Panthers. First down and 10. Motion for Grosskopf, and the flags go flying.
False starting. Oh.
Legal procedure
Legal
to call
procedure.
on the West Salem Panthers. So they will now back it up. And that'll put them, right now looks like they're dropping it back to the 23.
28.
Oh, 28. Sorry, my bad. 28.
Okay.
First,
That's why you got glasses.
First and 15. Yeah, I was trying to watch something else there, and I got a little bit confused. But that's why Ryan Kastenschmidt is here to clear up anything the old man messes up. Pitch left side and space. And still on his feet was Kastenschmidt up to the 39-yard line. So a nice pickup there as he gets 10 on the play.
Nice blocking out there in the open. If he had been able to break that one tackle, which I thought for a second he was going to be down the sidelines and it was going to be a foot race to see if he could get into the end zone, which is a break that West Salem badly needs, is to be able to get a quick score here.
Timmy Culp on camera, getting all the visual for you. He's amongst the fans today, and he hasn't complained at all about it.
That we've heard.
If you could read his mind. Here's Johnson rolling.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got a guy right in front. He goes deep to Grosskopf and complete at the 42 of Onalaska. Another first down, and boy, Johnson took his time and had one receiver wide open and decided he'd go a little bit further downfield. But the yards starting to mount up for Garrett Johnson here in this one against the Hilltoppers.
Doing a good job throwing the ball aside from that one interception there, particularly on the run.
6:57 and counting left here in the first half. 21-14 in favor of the Hilltoppers. It's a typical Panther Hilltopper battle. There's a give to Kastenschmidt. He gets forward for a pickup of near 8 yards, and again, he's done a very good job at moving the football. 3 yards to pick up the first down for West Salem. Next week, the battle will be Aquinas at Logan. We'll have that one for you. 6:45 will be your State Farm Insurance, Kerry Bandel Agency of Onalaska pregame show. So the lone back is Kastenschmidt. 2 receivers split far. Kastenschmidt gets the carry. He'll move forward very close to picking up that first down. But looks like they're going to say just short, at least according to the yard markers. They're going to try to measure this one, you think? Personnel changes for the Hilltoppers as Hunter Clark comes out.
They're giving it to him.
Yeah, they're saying first down. They're not going to even measure. So with 6:05 remaining in the second quarter, West Salem trying to answer that big interception return for a touchdown by Billy Keene.
Their running game is starting to pick up a little steam here now. They weren't able to run the ball too well to start, but now they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of carry.
Here's a give left side, and they'll move it ahead for 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Panthers. And they say that it was Cody Hogan who made the tackle. Looked like Cody Marquardt was in there as well. 2nd and 8. Ball at the Onalaska 30. West Salem trying to punch one in here. Kastenschmidt, lone back. Johnson gives it to Kastenschmidt, left side. Dragging tacklers and eventually stacked up at the 26. And will be short of the first down marker. And it'll be now 3rd and 4 for West Salem. Like I said in the pregame, Ryan, these teams have only been separated by 14 points in one of the victories. That's the largest margin of victory in the last 10 years between these two, and they go every year.
Wouldn't be surprised if that held true tonight, too, by the way this is looking.
Yeah. Seesaw.
4 down territory here. 2 chances to get 4 yards for West Salem.
Grosskopf in motion. Pitch to Kastenschmidt. Right. He gets through. Flag thrown. Still moving. Cross the 15 to the 14-yard line. Let's see what the flag is.
Territory of holding there.
It would be a first down unless the penalty is on West Salem. It is holding. It will go against the Panthers and back them up. So, as you said, Ryan, the territory of holding, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's killer. You had third down, nice run. You get the first down. You're looking in the red zone, and all of a sudden you get a holding penalty. Now you got third down and long, and now you're out of field goal range. And might even, if you don't get any yards here, it's almost even out of fourth down range.
4:16 left here in the second quarter. 21-14, Hilltoppers with the lead. Ball backed up now to the 33. Third down and 10 for West Salem. Coming up at the halftime, our Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza halftime show. Grab a slice today. Passing situation here, but under center is Johnson. Gets pressure, throws the short pass. They're going to get the first down, it looks like. And out to the 21 of Onalaska. That should be enough to move the sticks, and they will.
Good call there by the West Salem coaching staff to do that screen. Onalaska's been showing blitz on third down and longs a lot today. And they saw that, and they were able to do the screen, and Caston Schmidt was able to get the first down.
So I thought it was actually Tyus Hepner, but
well,
Caston Schmidt's certainly been a popular target, both running the football and as a receiver today. 3:35 and counting here in the second quarter. And another first down for the West Salem Panthers. They're on the move right now. And it is Hepner split to the near side. And moving up as a blocker. Here's a pass to the end zone, and intercepted. The Hilltoppers pick it off in the end zone, up with the outstretched arms. Billy Keene, his second pick of this contest, and a huge one there as West Salem was on the move. 3:16 left here in the second quarter. It'll be Hilltoppers football starting out at their own 20.
Boy, Johnson threw it up there, and Tyus Hepner has the height advantage on Keene, and it was a jump ball, and that's a ball that Hepner's got to go up and grab. Keene went up there, he grabbed it, but Tyus Hepner should have been able to get that ball and come down with it, but instead it's an interception for Onalaska, stopping the West Salem drive.
The senior free safety having a big night. He'll have a couple of highlights on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We'll share those on the Facebook fan page. So a little bit of a breather here, a little water break. As we mentioned, temperatures in the 90s throughout the day. It has been for the last few days. I understand we're supposed to have a little showers move in, things supposed to cool down a little bit. I heard 74 by Monday for the holiday, and we'll see if we can get back down there. But nice pool weather if you got one.
Yeah. Well, you talk about it cooling down, and you think, oh, 74, that sounds nice. Well, in a couple of weeks, I'm sure it'll be 34, and then we'll be complaining about how cold it is. So, I don't know. I'm okay with the heat for a little while anyway.
You like it. I know Tiana likes the heat.
Rick's just bragging because he has a pool at his house.
I wasn't meant to be bragging, but I do enjoy that when it's hot like that.
I suppose that makes it easier for you. Huh?
Tiana, you'll have some scores for us during the halftime show, correct? I think she will.
Yeah.
That was a nod of approval. We'll check back with her for those. All right, here come the Hilltoppers now from their own 20, first down and 10. 3:16 left in the first half. Pitch right side. Gums cuts back inside. He's got room. He'll get a first down and more out to the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll move the sticks for the Hilltoppers.
Got their guys out there to do the sweep, and West Salem tried to break it up, but Gums was just able to find a seam, get a first down, and now Onalaska gets a first down on their first play.
So the chains move up to the 35-yard line is where the Hilltoppers on their first series get a first down. They'll go to Teal this time. He tries to get to the outside, brought down from behind. A nice stick there to pick up a number for you. My vision is not so great from the far side of the field, but I do believe that's Colin Haas that made that tackle.
I believe your eyes are good enough to see at least that far.
Thank you very much. I know some guys like to bring binoculars up with them in the booth, but
didn't get that memo.
No, well, some guys do use them. I'm hoping that my eyes will last long enough I don't have to do that.
At least for the second half.
Yeah, we'll see. We might bring them out. Williams gives it right side, and it's going to be a first down for the Hilltoppers out across the 45 to the 47. Moving the football well. And I think that was Dakota Marcon that ran that football. And Dakota comes back off. He got in for a play and picks up a first down.
Running game working for Onalaska, but they're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here as we approach 2 minutes left in the first half.
Williams pitch, fumbled, lost by Gums. Now it goes back to Ryan Williams, who covers it up back behind the 40 to the 39. So that ball got knocked out after he dropped it, and luckily Ryan Williams for the Hilltoppers was able to get on top of that football.
Pitch was a little low there, but he was able to get back on it. But now Onalaska's drive backing up a little bit, and maybe if you're West Salem, you can get a quick stop, get the ball back with some time left on the clock, maybe make something happen. You never know.
Looks like we got 2nd and 18 here. Not much time, 1:23 and counting. Give up the middle to Gums. Broke 1 tackle, 2 tackle, flag being thrown. He's knocked down by the 49-yard line, but this may be going backwards anyway. And the Hilltoppers called for holding, so they're going back the direction you don't want to be. But there's not a lot of time left for West Salem to get a chance with the football here unless they can create some sort of a turnover. Now my guess is they're just going to try to run it up the middle here to let that clock run make West Salem call a timeout.
Yeah, I believe West Salem's got all 3 of them, do they not?
Yeah.
Well, you got 2nd down. If you start calling those timeouts, if they're running the football, you should be able to get the ball back with about 50 seconds or so
With Garrett
left.
Johnson at quarterback, there's a good probability, the way he's been throwing the football, that they can still score with that amount of time. And, of course, when these two teams are playing, Ryan, it's just anything is fair game. You just never know.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of different plays tonight. We got special teams touchdown, defensive touchdown, offensive touchdowns. We had the turnover in the red zone. A lot of different things going on tonight. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the second half.
So another water break here as they get a quick breather. We're just a couple of minutes away from getting to your halftime show. Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza halftime show. And we'll recap what happened in the first half from this one. And Tiana will take a look at some of the scores from around the area. A couple games already finished yesterday. Holman a big winner. Again, we talked about that defense. Holding the opposition in the first 2 games to minus 65 yards rushing.
That is unheard of. I think I might have to go home and play a few games of Madden and see if I can do that.
It is a Madden-like number. And Central a winner today, 18-15, but they did have an 18-0 lead and almost lost that. Logan playing up at Carson Park right now. Haven't gotten a score on that one. We did hear that Aquinas was up in their game. So, 2nd down and a long 30 for the Hilltoppers. Teal in motion to the near side. Now he'll throw the football. Teal, no, he decides to run to the near sideline, and that will not be much as he gets knocked out about the 32. It looked like he was going to do the flea flicker there and didn't give it back to Williams. Decided he looked like he was going to throw downfield and then ran to the near sideline.
Boy, not only did he not throw the ball, which I can see why he didn't. I think he should have, but I can see why he didn't. But he runs out of bounds, and now the clock stops. West Salem saves a timeout. Unless Onalaska can pick up 28 yards here, they're going to get the ball back.
And my guess is they're not going to take any gambles. We haven't seen him throw the football downfield much in this one. In the shotgun, though.
Oh.
Here's Williams. He'll throw it left side. That one's going to go over everyone. Incomplete pass as he was trying to send it downfield, intended for Nick Fruit. Fruit, of course, 2 touchdowns last week against Merrill. So it'll be a 4th down punt situation with 54 seconds remaining. 21-14 is the lead for Onalaska, but there's enough time. Ryan just turned the lights on here in the media box, and boy, when the light went on, you can see what kind of creatures might be crawling around in here. Don't worry. We'll save you. Spiders like it up there. You don't need to keep pointing them. Here we go. That goes over the head and recovered at the 7-yard line as Colin Haas watched that kick get boomed yet again. I don't know if it's the air tonight or just these feet. The special teams are in fuego as the special team kicking has been fantastic. We saw a 70-yarder, at least close, earlier in the game.
Well, now with Salem, you thought they're going to get the ball back, maybe do something before the half. But I think with the ball this deep in your own territory, you just sit on it and take it into the second half. Down 14-21. You'll get the ball back first in the second half. So.
Well, again, 43 seconds left here in the first half. West Salem down by 7.
Oh, boy.
And moves up the middle. Nice carry up to the 24-yard line. That was Kasten Schmidt. He's been busy today. And gets it up near the 25, just shy. It is a first down. And he's going to have close to 100 yards here in the first half.
He's been running with the ball all over the place today.
Backs in the eye again. Johnson again to give Kasten Schmidt out across the 30. Finally knocked down at the 32-yard line.
Boy, they are just not able to take him down on first contact. He's just been able to break some of those arm tackles, and he's got another 7-yard run there.
Panthers just going to run the time out here in our first half, and that's what our score will be. The Onalaska Hilltoppers have a 21-14 lead here at the end of our first half. We'll be back, as I mentioned, with our Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza halftime show. That's coming up next. This is the Coulee Region Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Yes! Yes! That just happened!
Yes, it did.
Yes, 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 yes! We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, we did it!
Yeah, see you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hey, who's this?
If the world's getting smaller these days, then why do you still search and search for your ATM? Because every time you want your money, another bank's ATM eats some of it. Introducing Kasasa, where you get refunds on ATM fees and other rewards like cash, just for using your free checking account. Make any ATM your ATM. Kasasa, carried locally at Coulee Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
I will conquer my opponent. Defeat will not be in my creed. I will believe where others have doubted. I will always uphold the prestige, honor, and respect of my team. I have trained my mind and my body will follow. Who am I? I am a champion. I will acknowledge the fact that my opponent does not expect me to win, but I will never surrender. Weakness will not be in my heart. I will arrive at the cutting edge of battle and win by any means at my disposal. I accept the fact that my team expects me to move faster and fight harder than our opponent. Never shall I fail my teammates. I will always keep myself mentally alert, physically strong, and morally straight. And I will shoulder more than my share of the task, whatever it may be, 100%. Who am I? I am a champion. Gallantly will I show the world that I am a specially selected and well-trained warrior. My heart and my soul will be the fuel to carry my body when my limbs are too weary. I will never falter. I will never lose focus. As long as there is hope in my mind and my heart still beats, I will never give in to the evil that is weakness, and I will fight that evil with my dying breath. Who am I? I'm a champion. Energetically will I meet my opponent. They will not challenge me. They will not stop me from my goal. I shall defeat them on the field of battle, for I am better trained and will fight with all of my might. Defeat, retreat are not a champion's words. I will never leave anything but the very best on the field with my teammates. And under no circumstances will I ever surrender. Who am I? I'm a champion. Readily will I display the discipline and strength required to fight forward to my objective and complete that objective. I will rise when I have fallen. I will rip the heart from my opponent and leave it beating on the ground because he cannot stop me. Who am I? I'm a champion. My opponent may not fear me, but he will respect me. And if he does not, I will make him respect me with all that I have to give. Who am I? I'm a champion. It's our time, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. None will say I've not given all I have to give, and none will take my glory. Who am I? I'm a champion. History will remember me. No one will deny me. No one will define me. No one will tell me who and what I am and what I can be. Who am I? I'm a champion. 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 Who am I? I'm a champion.
This is the Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza Halftime Show on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Now, back to Hilltopper Stadium to recap the half and check scores around the area with Rick, Ryan, and Tiana.
Why, thank you very much, Mr. Voice Guy. We are back at Hilltopper Stadium. Rick Franke, Ryan Kastenschmidt, Tiana Vanderhei. And I know you guys are college students, and you like to have the pizza, the late-night pizza. And I don't know if you've tried the best local pizza in town. You can get them frozen. I'm talking Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. They're locally owned and operated out of West Salem and Bangor. Now, Lloyd's has some of the best classics, like their pepperoni. You can get it in thick or thin. Do you have them stocked in you're in a dorm room, right? This is your first year at college, right?
Pizza's a staple in my diet.
I know it's a staple, and I know you probably have them. There's all kinds of different flavors you can get. You can try the Chicago-style sausage. Chicago-style. You know, that's my kind. I like the sausage. That's my perfect perfect pizza, the late-night pizza. I pop one in, I'm doing good. There's also flavors like chicken Alfredo if you want to get daring, maybe. Chicken cheddar, bacon ranch, the meat pizza, the veggie delight. They got a bacon cheeseburger pizza, steak Alfredo, the Aloha special. You put a layer on your neck there, and you put on a hula skirt, and you eat that one. And then they also have a chili dog and fries pizza. How about that?
I think we're going to have to send Timmy out and get one of these.
There's no doubt about it. I'll have one right after the game. You can find Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. Most grocery stores have it. All 7 Hanson's IGA locations, Bangor, West Salem, Sparta, Cashton, Westby, Elroy, and Neelsville. Also Woodman's, Festival Foods. You can get them there. And Clippers Food Liner in Whitehall. And Whitehall playing tonight. So check it out. Lloyd's Pizza Pub. It's right on Buell Road in West Salem, right off Interstate 90. It's located in the Lloyd's Speed Stop Coney Island Subway building. You just grab a slice and relax after any event. So very local, so very good. Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. Grab a slice today. All right, let's talk scores, shall we? I know that Tiana is down there on the sidelines enjoying the band, the Onalaska Marching Band, always one of the best. And, you know, obviously with Oktoberfest coming around and Miss Oktoberfest down on the field, you've seen them perform, correct? Where is she? Where is Tiana? We lost her. Anyway, let's go with our game here first in terms of our highlights. The Hilltoppers with a 21-14 lead, and they did it this way. They got the first score of the game. Alex Gums with a 2-yard touchdown run. Markworth follows it up with the extra point, making it 7-0 Hilltoppers. That with 7:18 to play in the first quarter. Then with 3:43 left, it was the West Salem Panthers bouncing back as Kastenschmidt punches it in from 3 yards out, and then Julian Grosskopf adds the extra point, making it 7-7. But the scoring wasn't done in the first quarter as Alex Teal reeled off an 85-yard kick return for a touchdown. and went all the way, and then Markworth adds the extra point, giving the Hilltoppers a 14-7 lead. And then it was Sam Lowen that scored from 2 yards out for the Panthers with no time remaining in the first quarter. Extra point good, 14-14 after one. Only score in the second quarter, it was a big one. In fact, it was the first of 2 interceptions for Billy Keene. This one, unofficially a 52-yard interception return, a pick 6, which put the Hilltoppers up. Extra point good again by Markworth, making it 21-14 after the first half.
Very entertaining first half. I thought it was well played by both teams. I thought West Salem's defense was doing a good job. They just got a little unlucky with some of the breaks, as I mentioned earlier. But Onalaska taking advantage. They got that kickoff return with Teal, and they had that interception return for a touchdown, and the interception return, or the interception in the red zone, stopping the West Salem drive. Also had a lot of good punts and kicks today. All the extra points have been made, and we've seen a couple booming punts that have just put both teams deep in their own territory.
Yeah, we're going to go back and look at highlights that we'll put up on our Facebook page where you can check them out yourself. Some of the scores from tonight's game, and definitely that punt that must have gone nearly 70 yards. And again, both kicking squads, both special team squads have been fantastic tonight.
Yeah, very much so. I think this game's going to come down to a break like a kickoff return like Alex Teal had earlier today. I think there's going to be something like that, or maybe that turnover in the red zone could come back to cost West Salem. We'll have to see how that affects the rest of the game. But West Salem gets the ball to start the second half, so it'll be interesting to see if they come out firing and if they come out ready to take down the Hilltoppers.
We will look for Tiana and see if we can get some scores from around the area. That coming up still in your Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza halftime show. That's coming up. This is the high school football game of the week right here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've always enjoyed the food that has been served, and I would highly recommend anybody to come down. You can bring your family here. It's family-oriented. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Chicken nachos are yummy.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Oh, my God, I love Howie's. I love what they did with the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with your friends.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Bill, where are we going? We're trying to find my ATM.
We just passed an ATM.
But that's not my ATM. I lose $4 if it's not my ATM.
Make any ATM your ATM. Introducing free Kasasa checking with monthly rewards like cash and ATM fees back in your pocket. Visit trykasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa, now at Cooley Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. Scott, I've already got a water softener.
Yeah, but Mike, how do you know it's working? Give us a call. We can come out and do a tune-up. We'll test the water, we'll check the settings, give it a resin cleaning, deliver 2 bags of salt. You should be good to go. And all for $39.95. Doesn't matter what make or model you've got, we can give it a tune-up.
Culligan will tune up any brand of water softener for just $39.95. Call or visit CulliganLacrosse.com. Better water, pure and simple, limited time offer.
Welcome back to the Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza halftime show. Rick, Ryan, and Tiana, and I think we got Tiana in our sights as Timmy can get the camera on down to her, and hopefully you can hear me okay right now. I know the band is playing and probably a little bit tough to hear, but I know you've been keeping track of scores. What do you have for us in terms of scores from around the area, Tiana?
Yeah, we have Logan and Eau Claire North tied up right now at the half at 14, and Aquinas and Pacelli also tied up at 21 at the half.
So you got 2 scores there, and of course earlier today it was Central in a win against Eau Claire Memorial. The score there 18-15. Holman a winner yesterday, 33-0, and I know that there's more out there, and as soon as we can get them, we'll get them back to you. Tiana, do you see that there's fire on the field?
I do. I can smell it.
Yeah, it's pretty
getting
cool.
A little bit of warmth coming my way with the breeze.
Now, in all your pageant experiences, have you ever been close to doing anything with fire?
No, I can't twirl a baton. You would never see me doing that. I don't think I want to risk it, but I'll watch from the side,
Okay.
and they can do it, definitely. I have seen it on movies, but not in real life, so this is pretty cool.
Not only do they have fire, but they've got Superman on the field here at midfield. Did you see that? That's a Superman.
I might have to get his autograph.
That was a quick costume change. He was Spider-Man a little bit ago.
He was.
He has multiple
and I
powers.
swear that's Peter. I know him. I didn't know he was a superhero, too. Any more updates on the whiteout going on with the students over there in the student section?
Not so much. They're pretty quiet right now, taking a break. I do have another score lead for you, though.
All right.
Arcadia is up 23-6 against Whitehall. Excuse me.
Okay, so Arcadia up. That was what, 23-6?
Sorry, you cut out there. What was that?
That 23-6 Arcadia?
Correct.
All right, thank you very much. Tiana down on the field. We'll check back with her again as she gets some more scores. We'll update you. That is for certain. Here it's 21-14. Hilltoppers with a lead. We've got about 6 minutes till we kick off our second half. We'll see if we can dig up some stats. I know that we're looking at a game where Trent Kastenschmidt's got to be near 100 yards.
He's cranking it out.
Within the ground game. And then in the passing game, you've got Garrett Johnson for West Salem with some huge numbers. You know, some explosive plays from the line of scrimmage for the Hilltoppers as well, but they get a kick return for a touchdown and an interception return. Their defense and their special teams have scored a little more than the offense has.
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting to – I mean, that's a complete team makes plays like that, so you'll have to see if they're able to keep doing that. I mean, both teams are moving the ball, so we'll have to see if either team can get in the end zone. I mean, West Salem's down 7, but they'll get the ball to start. And I'm excited to see what Johnson can do and see if Onalaska can get Teal more involved, because I think that's going to be a key to them winning this game, is to see if Teal can get maybe one more score, break one maybe. I'd like to see it. One of those explosive players who Ryan's talking about, Alex Teal. He's had a big one, a kick return for a touchdown near 85 yards. I'd like to thank some of our great sponsors that make these webcasts possible. Our thanks to title sponsor Cooley Bank. Bank with confidence. Our thanks to Jones Construction. Call Phil for your home improvement project, 608-386-8292. Our thanks to Builders Flooring. They're flooring experts, so you don't have to be. Culligan of La Crosse. Better water, pure and simple. And our thanks to Spillway Pub in Onalaska. Have you been to the Spillway yet? Also like to thank Howie's on La Crosse, your ultimate sports viewing venue. Our thanks to Radio 1 Broadcast School. Check them out online at radio1school.com. And Buffalo Wild Wings, Grill and Bar in Onalaska. Beer, wings, sports, it's all good at Buffalo Wild Wings. And our thanks to State Farm Insurance, Carrie Vandell Agency of Onalaska, Celebrate My Drive, and Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. Grab a slice today. We'll take another break, and then we'll be back with our second half of play. Again, the score here from Hilltopper Stadium. The Hilltoppers of Onalaska are up 21-14 on the West Salem Panthers. This is the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet? If not, you're missing out on one of the best neighborhood establishments in Onalaska. Located on Irvin Street in Onalaska off Highway 35, the Spillway is an awesome place to go after any event to relax with friends and family. The Spillway Pub has great weekly specials. When Bucky plays, enjoy the Monster Mug Special. $3 tappers during the game. Packers Sundays, enjoy a Monster Mary and a Monster Mug. Also, after any local sporting event, if you are wearing purple, your second drink is free. Come to the neighborhood pub where you belong. The Spillway Pub off Highway 35 on Irvin Street in Onalaska. Have you been to the Spillway Pub yet?
Carrie Bandell's State Farm Insurance in Onalaska invites you to join the greatest teen driving safety celebration on October 19th from 11 until 2 at the Onalaska American Legion. Celebrate My Drive, powered by State Farm, emphasizing the positives of safe choices behind the wheel. Participating high schools have a chance to win a grant of $100,000 or $25,000 or even a grand prize of a concert for your school by Kelly Clarkson. Fun carnival games to learn safety driving habits, music, hot dogs, beverages, and more. Celebrate My Drive with Carrie Bandell, State Farm Insurance in Onalaska, October 19th. Go to CelebrateMyDrive.com for more information.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Rick and Ryan back from Hilltopper Stadium, the high school football game of the week here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Got just about a minute and a half till we get ready for our second half. Wanted to talk about some things coming up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Of course, this is the high school football game of the week. Next week, we will be at Swanson Field as Aquinas takes on Logan. That'll be a 6:45 start with a pregame. Then it'll be off to Holmen as Central and Holmen do battle. That's going to be a darn good one.
That'll be a good one.
And I can tell you that you'll have a chance to, if you can't make it out to the game, they're going to have it on at Smokey's Bar and Grill there in Holmen. They'll have the game up on the big screen for you, so you'll be able to watch it over there. That on the 13th of September, Central and Holmen. That's what some people think it's going to come down to in the MVC for the top two teams. At least it looks that way right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a marquee game between both Central and Holmen. It'll be interesting to see if they can get Martinez going and see if Holmen can pull off the win. But, you know, it's hard to say this early in the season.
Sure.
I mean, this early, everybody's got the same chance, so it'll be like every game matters. So
well, Aquinas is playing good football right now as well, and you know, if the Hilltoppers can get a big victory against West Salem tonight, you have to mention them in the sentence as well. Toma got off to a sluggish start, as did Sparta in their first game, but then again, they played Black River Falls, who were one of the best teams in the area last year, without question.
Definitely,
just losing one football game. Then it's Aquinas against Central. That'll be at UWL. That'll be on the 27th of September. Then we follow the Hilltoppers to UWL as they take on the Red Raiders of Central. Then on the 4th of October. Then on the 11th, it'll be Holmen at Logan. And then on the 18th of October, Aquinas at Holmen. That'll be the regular season finale. And then, of course, we will have playoffs here for you on the Coulee Region Sports Network. But people are talking about puck, ice. It's going to be starting soon, believe it or not. I know it's 90 today, but the Coulee Region Chill heading up to the showcase in Blaine, and we'll have all that action for you. Audio only. Chill take on the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees. That sounds scary, doesn't it? And then it's the Chill taking on Corpus Christi. That is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Friday game is Wichita Falls against the Chill, and Wenatchee Wild taking on the Chill on the 21st of September. Then they'll be at home against the Janesville Jets for 3 games, the 18th of October, 19th and 24th, and then the Austin Bruins on the 26th. So hockey and football, plenty of it here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
It's always hockey season.
It is for me, and it is for our cameraman Timmy Colt, because his daughter Bean is always playing hockey all year round. He drives up to the cities, and she plays in an elite league. What is that? 5 days a week he drives back and forth to the cities. How'd you like to have his gas bill? There she is right now. All right, we're about ready to get things started here in our second half. And again, we'll check in with Tiana in a little bit here and see if we got any more scores. And we'll try to get back to the ones we've given, see if anything's changed. It'll be West Salem Panthers set to receive here in the second half. Hilltoppers getting set. Gorgeous night for football. Full stands here in Onalaska. Is it starting to get a little cooler? I can't believe it is.
I don't buy it.
Not in this box.
Lies.
That's going to come to the sideline and stays in bounds. Picked up at the 5. Out across the 15 and stopped there was Colin Haas. He didn't have a lot of room to run there and had to wait for that ball to bounce, and he wanted to make sure he picked it up cleanly and not dropped it there deep in his own territory.
Yeah, Haas has not been able to do very much on returns today. It just seems like he hasn't been able to field the ball. It's bounced in front of him a few times. He had a mishandle of it once. So now West Salem's starting deeper in their own territory, but once again.
So 1st and 10 from the 15. It looks like it's actually 16 is where that ball is sitting right now. And I don't know if they'll change that on the board, but nonetheless, it is a first down and the first drive of the second half for the Panthers.
Looks like Jacob Cornish, who got hurt and carried off the field earlier today, is on the sidelines in dress clothes on crutches.
Probably not going to be returning today.
Probably
First
not.
carry left side, and not much there. Probably back to the line of scrimmage. So that was Caston Schmidt, who had a big first half. We believe he's got to be darn near or over 100 yards for the first half.
Definitely. I think if they keep feeding him the ball in the second half, he was able to get a lot of good runs towards the end of the first half, wearing down that defense. So if he can get a few more of those big runs, West Salem offense could really start clicking.
Now Garrett Johnson was pretty sharp overall in the first half. There's a play right side to Caston Schmidt again. Maybe gets one. Hilltoppers all over the place. Alex Teal in. And looks like also had number 54, Cody Marquardt, in there on the tackle. And so they stacked him up with 3 guys. Third down and 9. You can feel the heat outside the window from us. I know. It's crazy. I know, but no breeze comes in here to me. I wish I could let some of it in. Third down at 9, 10:41 left here in the third quarter. West Salem needs a big play here on offense, and they're not going to get it, as I believe Grosskopf is going to get whipped out like a rag doll at the 10-yard line. And the Hilltopper defense, insane there.
Lubinsky all over it, read it the whole way, and just never had a chance to break it.
And Austin Lubinsky has had a fine game defensively for the Hilltoppers. And boy, you talk about coming out strong defensively in the second half. That's what they've done. Ball just past the 10-yard line. Fourth down and 15 here. And here's the boot. Another high one. Good hang time. Flag is down, as you said, bounces out of bounds at the 45-yard line inside West Salem territory. Let's see. Personnel changes. Flag still down. It'll be a sidebar here to discuss. Another nice kick there, though.
Going the other way.
Tim Schaff has done a good job in special teams. I think they might have to re-kick that ball.
That's what they're saying.
So that's what they'll do, 9:53. Left here in the third.
Well, I guess they're not going to re-kick it. Onalaska chose to just take the ball where it is.
Okay, so they're happy with the 45. That's where it ended up going out of bounds.
That's not bad field position, but if I were them, I'd want Alex Teal to have another touch.
They would have had to have been kicking from farther back, and that kick was pretty good. So
yeah.
So that was the choice, though, and the Hilltoppers will start out first and 10, 45-yard line of West Salem. And they'll work the backs out of the eye. Here's Gums. Pounds through a couple of hits. Makes it up to the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Colin Haas got in defensively with the tackle there. Had his legs cut off before he got in to finish the tackle. I got a clean 5-yard carry there. Ball at the 40.
Gums getting a few steady carries in there. He's got to be racking up the yards as well.
Good strength. Good strength with the back. He's got carries a couple after the first hit, and this time he gets through for a first down, 15 yards. Or call it 10, excuse me, up to the 30-yard line, and that was a beautiful burst of speed. Found the gap and shot right up the middle.
That, like you said, that was a great burst of speed. He just weaving through there, trying to find a space, then he found it and he hit it, and he gets a first down for Onalaska, and now they're at their own at the 30-yard line of West Salem, looking to put some points on the board.
So 2 consecutive carries for Gums, and he's getting the ball moving. He'll get it again. This time he fell right after the handoff, and he'll lose a couple on the play. He was hit right after that. So that one didn't turn out after a 5-yard and a 10-yard carry. Back him up a couple. It'll be second down and 12. Ball at the 33. Backs in the eye again. Fruit split near side. And there's the throw to Fruit. He catches it, tries to make a move around a tackle, and he'll be brought down from behind by Mark Harris. Harris had an interception earlier for the West Salem Panthers.
Double coverage there on Fruit, but the defenders just kind of, they didn't break on the ball like I thought that they would, and so Williams was able to get the pass into Fruit, and then they got some first down.
Third down now and 6 yards to go. And Williams drops back. He's going to get hit. There's a sack. Trent Kastenschmidt gets in, buries him at the 35-yard line. So it'll be an interesting choice here for Coach Yashinsky. What is he going to do from the 35? Probably try to pin him deep with a 7-point lead. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, now you kind of second guess and think, well, maybe they should have let him re-kick that ball, because now you took the ball where it was and you end up moving the ball 10 yards from where you were, and now you're punting the football.
Well, you could kind of see from expressions in the stands that they thought they should have made him re-kick that one, but
hindsight's 20/20.
Exactly. That was a good rush there and a great kick as it bounces, though, into the end zone. Another nice boot by Nick Stoner, but that one bounced in.
A net of 15 yards on that punt as it rolled into the end zone.
It had the right angle towards the corner, but it just didn't cut over fast enough. So that'll put him at the 20-yard line where the Panthers will start out. So like you said, that cuts down your net average when that ball goes into the end zone. 7:13 left in the third quarter. Here comes the West Salem Panther offense. Moving up to the line of scrimmage was Lowen. There's a give left side, and the Hilltoppers snuffed that out quickly. Bobby Yang was in on the stop. Looked pretty pumped up there. And it looks like got a player down at the line of scrimmage, and that looks like Leaf Ender, a junior, 6'1", 205 pounds. He's being visited by the trainers there, and hopefully he'll be okay. We'll take a quick 30-second break here. This is the high school football game of the week here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hey, Culligan man.
Oh, that's me. You know you need soft water and you don't know where to start? Well, give us a call. We've got a $10 a month, 6-month home trial. We'll come out, test the water, and check the plumbing to see what you need and give you a price. Don't get stuck with something from the big box that no one will service or help you with.
Better water, pure and simple. Let Culligan prove it. Rent for just $10 a month for a 6-month home trial. Call or visit CulliganLacrosse.com. Limited time offer.
Rick and Ryan, Hilltopper Stadium. Let's go down to the field and see if Tiana is with us for some score updates as they attend to Leaf Ender, who's down the field for the West Salem Panthers. And Tiana, what do you have for scores right now?
I have Viroqua up 14-7 against Melrose, and that's one of my only ones I'm seeing right now. I know we did have some ties again at the half. If you weren't listening, we had Logan and Eau Claire North tied at 14 in the third corner. We had Aquinas and Pacelli tied at 21 at the half. And we also had Arcadia up 23-6 against Whitehall.
All right, fantastic. There's updates on scoring as they continue to attend to the injured player. I see that Anthony's down there taking your picture, isn't he?
He is. We just got introduced. We hadn't met yet.
Anthony is
getting up close and personal.
At Coulee Region Adventures, and he's quite the photographer, and I'm sure he has plenty to say to you.
Well, yeah, we've talked quite a bit already, and I'm sure he can teach me a few things. I have a camera. It's not nearly as fancy as him, but I bought a DSLR recently, so.
All right. Well,
he could teach me some tricks.
I'm sure he can. He'll show you. You should check out his site, Coulee Region Adventures. He has some amazing shots. He does a lot of stuff on the river and the lakes and fish and all kinds of stuff. But he's shooting sports too, and got some great shots for us last year. So. Good that Anthony's in the house taking some pics. We'll have those up on the Facebook page. So it looks like they finally have gotten Leaf able to get up, and he is having some help from a couple of his teammates back to the sideline, and hopefully everything will be all right. Already lost one player earlier in the game for the Hilltoppers, an injury that kept out the big defender, and Jacob Cornish was gone, and he's on the sideline in street clothes with crutches is what you said, Ryan.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he'll be playing again tonight. I do have a score update from my alma mater, Luther, and they are tied 14-14 with Cashton in the second half.
All right, there you go. Not Cashton
You
Schmidt,
heard it here
but
first.
Cashton. All right, it's a battle there between Cashton and Luther. And you did hear it here first. Those are your tight connections there with Luther, right? Pitch,
I know a few people.
Right. And a nice pop there as Haas is knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Maybe got a couple on the play.
Good hit there by, what was that, Bobby Yang again? Looked like he was able to get a nice lick on him and prevent him from getting any more yards.
Good hustle there by the Hilltoppers defense. You see Cody Turriff out there. Of course, quarterback last year, playing tight end this year. Hilltopper D trying to get in there again. Motion to the near side. Fake handoff one way, and then they'll go again to the left side. And Colin Haas picks up a couple more. But that's not going to pick up the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go for the West Salem Panthers.
Another 3 and out for West Salem. So now we've seen an exchange of punts here. So to start the second half. So we'll have to see if Onalaska can capitalize, maybe get a return here and set up a scoring drive.
So they'll set up for the punt, and a nice job by Tim Schaff here so far today. Snap is perfect. Schaff with the boot. Gets a good ride. Going to bounce at the 39 and take a Hilltopper bounce right there as it sits far side of the field. 1st and 10 from their own 39. The Hilltoppers will start out their next drive with a 21-14 lead, 6:03 left here in the third quarter. Next week, Scotty Grand will be back in the booth with me as we head to Swanson Field as the Aquinas Blue Goals take on the Logan Ranges, who were almost victorious in their first game. Had a lead, a seesaw battle back and forth against Memorial, but eventually lost that one. And Aquinas a big winner in week 1. There again is Gums. He pounds it right side for a pickup of 3 on the play. Good numbers for Gums here. Strong runner. You got Teal with the speed for the Hilltoppers. Looks like Teal's going to come off here. Personnel change as Cody Hogan will come on. Don't be surprised if Hogan's in the mix here on this carry. Full house backfield for the Hilltoppers. And give us to the deep back. Gums takes it to the near sideline, showing his speed, then tries to cut back inside. He'll pick up the first down out across midfield into West Salem territory at the 49-yard line. First down, Toppers.
Nice read by Gums to knock up the middle to see the lane to the outside and get to the corner and pick up that first down. Gums is moving the ball again for the Hilltoppers. He's got to be racking up. I don't know if he's up to triple digits yet, but he's got to be up there.
I'd say he's got to be darn close. He hasn't been tackled for a loss much today, and he's been picking up at least 4 or 5 yards per carry. And looks like a busted play there. Williams takes it himself up the middle and picks up 4 yards. Looking for a face mask call here. And don't see the flag yet, and don't think you're going to get one there. So it's a 4-yard pickup. And the clock ticks to 5:15. Backs in the eye. Fruit split near side. Here's Gums. Wanted to go right side, but then saw that was going to be covered. Then plunges forward for maybe 2. The 3rd down and 5. Or check that, 4th down.
Nope.
Third down. Yeah, they had the scoreboard and the sideline were both different numbers. 3rd down and 5. I was right the first time. I should just always keep track in my own head, shouldn't I?
Good luck.
Here's Williams going to the air this time. Completes his pass to Fruit. First down as they get inside the 40 to the 37. And that'll move the sticks again. This time Williams completes the pass to Fruit. Tried to hit him earlier, and one went off his hands and was intercepted by the Panthers earlier in the game by Mark Harris.
Nice pass there by Williams, threading the needle, getting it into Fruit again for a first down, and now they're at the 37-yard line. Maybe see a few more carries by Gums here, see if they can pick up another first down.
1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Backs in the eye again. There's a give right up the middle. Going to get quite a few. It looked like at first. I thought he got to the outside, didn't. He'll be forward for 5. So consistent ground game, and don't forget that chews up that clock. Now, granted, we're in the 3rd quarter, but the Hilltoppers, if they can get some more points on the board and run some time off the clock, it's a good thing for them.
Yeah, it's been a very fast 3rd quarter. A lot of running the ball, a lot of the clock moving.
See what Williams does this time. There's Gums. Bounces off one tackle, then finished off as Haas got in there on the high end and knocked him down short of the first down. 3rd and 3 here for the Hilltoppers. Ball at the 30-yard line of West Salem. Glad you could be with us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network for tonight's contest. "21 seniors for the Hilltoppers, 23 for West Salem. Here's Williams with a pass over the outstretched arm of Alex Teal. So that's an incomplete pass, forcing it to 4th down and 4 here for the Hilltoppers from the 30.
They're going to go for it here. Four down territory. Williams just overthrew Teal. I think that's about his 3rd or 4th overthrown ball today. He's just missing his receivers by a little tad, but that'll come with more practice where he'll get better at hitting his targets.
Nick Stoner comes off. Teal was coming off. Now he'll stay back on. He looks like he's going to split wide left. Now Fruit splits off far right. Out of the shotgun, Williams with Gums to his right. And Williams in the pocket. Pump fakes, then he runs into trouble. Gets knocked down to the 40, and that'll turn it over. The Panthers with a nice defensive stop there. And pumped up is Colin Schrader. The senior linebacker got in, and Williams had to step back but couldn't get away from the tackle.
Huge stop for West Salem there. That's a complete momentum shifter. If Onalaska picks that up, they're in the red zone. They're driving, looking to go up 2 scores. But there West Salem not only stops them, but sacks them, gets another 10 yards out of it. And now they're looking to put some points on the board, see if maybe they can do that here in the closing minutes of the 3rd quarter.
2:49 left here in the 3rd. 21-14, Hilltoppers with the lead. West Salem with the football. And they're going to give it to Kasten Schmidt. He'll get ahead for 5 yards on the play. Out across the 45. We'll see if they spot it at the 46. It would give him a pickup of 6. So a steady dose of Kasten Schmidt here by the Panthers, although they spot it now for a gain of 4. At first it looked like they were going to mark it across the 45, but they'll mark it at the 44. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Again, Kasten Schmidt, the deep back. Pitch to Kasten Schmidt. He gets lassoed, but then propelled forward to close to the 1st down.
3rd and short set up after that run.
Looks like it's going to be pretty close based on where the officials are standing, and I'd say it's shy by half a ruler. What do you think?
Well, what kind of ruler are we talking about here?
What other kinds are there?
Yard rulers.
No, I'm talking about a ruler like the one you use in school. The nuns would hit you with.
I see. I don't use rulers. I use my shoe.
Here's the backs of the eye again. There's Kasten Schmidt in motion, left. And the give is up the middle. Going to be enough for a 1st down here for the Panthers as they get across midfield into Onalaska territory. So the Panthers. What is Timmy laughing about? Nuns, yeah, they hit you with rulers. Didn't you ever? Huh? I don't know. I mean, he's probably been around a nun before, right? Don't they do that? No, I'm just kidding. That's what they did in the Blues Brothers movie. That's the only nuns I know. They're all very nice. The Flying Nun, I watched that on TV. That shows my age. Sally Field, I think, was her name. Here's Johnson, rolls right, completes the pass, and Grosskopf cuts back and gets more yardage. Still on his feet, knocked down across the 30. Let's see if they mark it, the 30 or the 29. What a play by Grosskopf. Johnson hits him near sideline, and he got extra yardage. He made that play happen.
He's racking up those yak yards. He was able to make a few guys miss and slip through and pick up even more yards. And now West Salem's got the momentum, and now they are challenging in Onalaska territory.
So as expected, this is a tight one. It always is, and it's coming down to what's a 7-point difference right now. West Salem on the move. Ball at the 28-yard line of Onalaska. Kastenschmidt hops over one tackler, moves it forward across the 25 to nearly the 23-yard line. So it looks like a pickup of 5 for Kastenschmidt. Ball marked at the 23. Check in with Tiana quickly, see if she has any updates on scores. I don't know if she's got her headset handy there, but if so,
it's on. I was just turning my mic back on.
Ah, there you go.
There we go, Mitch.
What do you got for scores? Anything?
Eau Claire North and Logan are still tied at 14 in the third quarter. Black River Falls is leading Toma by 1 point. That's a 13-12 game right now.
Excellent. So there you go. A couple of updates from Tiana Vanderhei, who's on the sidelines. It's the end of the third quarter here. 21-14 Hilltoppers, but West Salem on the move. This is the high school football game of the week on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've been here multiple times. It's a great atmosphere, and I've always enjoyed the food.
My sister said, there's a new place called Howie's. Somebody told me about it and said, have you tried Howie's? We're eating the jalapeno cheese bites. They're very good.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
I didn't even recognize it, comparing it to the old Howie's.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details. I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee, plus you can get cash or extra savings and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa, now at Coulee Bank. Member FDIC.
Oh, it's the magical sounds of Rudy. Under the Friday night lights here at Hilltopper Stadium, Rick Franke, Ryan Kastenschmidt, Tiana Vanderhei. As we get ready for fourth quarter action, 21-14, Hilltoppers leading the West Salem Panthers, but the Panthers are on the move, Ryan. And situation currently, second down and about 4.5 to go. We just opened the doors here of the media box. I'm just hoping the door doesn't slam. If you hear a loud bang, it's because it decided to close on its own. I would not try to hurt any of your ears on purpose. It's not our mission. It may happen from time to time here at CRSN.
Depends how excited you get.
Exactly.
So, I thank whoever did that.
Yeah, it was a good idea. I suddenly feel like I can breathe just a little bit. We were actually making the fans hot from our heat coming from the box, is what our cameraman Timmy Culp said. Here's Kastenschmidt, space to the near sideline, still on his feet, goes off a couple tackles and finally dragged out of bounds. Cody Hogan with a tackle.
Kastenschmidt keeping his legs moving. Able to pick up yet another first down.
He's had the speed to the outside, and that time he definitely made some good movements towards the sideline, and if not for a push out of bounds there by Hogan, he might have gotten in.
Well, last time West Salem was down here, they threw a pick, so that could come back to haunt them, but we'll have to see if they don't do that again here.
1st and goal. The deep back is Schmidt. He's been busy in this one. Gets the ball to the right side. He'll be brought down at the 7, it looks like. Pickup of 3 on the play. And it looked like Hilltoppers had a couple of bodies in on him. One of those, Austin Seidel. Size definitely to the advantage of the Hilltoppers. 8 guys at 230 pounds or more. Just 1 for West Salem. But it's not always about size. It's not always about size, though, Ryan, right?
It's my motto.
They're going to take it right side. Johnson runs into trouble. Hilltoppers there to cover it to the far side of the field. Knocked down at the 5-yard line was Johnson. He was hoping to find some sort of seam, didn't get it, and the Hilltoppers stack it up at the 5.
Nothing going out there. He didn't have a chance to make anything out of that. So now they got 3rd and goal to get that ball into the end zone. I think that they'd be, if they could run the ball here, if they don't get in, maybe set up a shorter 4th down and goal situation. Right here, I'd expect a run, and then 4th down, if they make it that far, I'd be interested to see if they throw the ball up to maybe Tyus Hepner again, or if they keep running the ball with Schmidt.
Yeah, I think the Hepner idea is kind of something that I was thinking, but we'll see what they choose to do here. It looks like they're going to call a timeout and discuss things. With 10:30 left in the 4th quarter, it's a 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. And that is goal-to-go situation. We'll take a quick 30, come back with more action, the high school football game of the week here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Ryan and Tiana from Onalaska, Wisconsin, where it's decision time. 3rd and goal from the 5 here for the West Salem Panthers. And it's a 21-14 game. Hilltoppers lead. Fans are up or on the edge of their seat here as this is a huge play. Johnson under center. Gives it left side. And they'll stack it up and keep him at the 5. Maybe he didn't even get to the 5-yard line. That was Trent Schmidt, 4th down.
Nice stop by Onalaska there. They read it the whole way, and they had many bodies there to stop that West Salem play. So now you got 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it. Not going to settle for the 3-point try. This is a very big play for West Salem if they want to tie Onalaska.
Ball just outside the 5-yard line. Huge play. And it looks like they're going to split Tyus Hepner off to the far side. He's got good ups if they want to go to the corner with a fade. Here goes Johnson looking to the corner for the fade. It was tipped. What a play. Cody Turrup, who we mentioned as last year's quarterback. He's a linebacker. He got the job done, got in on the pass rush, got the hands up on Johnson, and they forced the turnover. Hilltopper football deep in their own territory with 9:43 left.
He had him open in the end zone. It would have been a jump ball situation again, but they were able to tip the ball, and now you're talking about a totally different ball game. Now Onalaska gets the ball back. Ideally, if you're Onalaska here, you're going to get the ball, you're going to run it down West Salem's throat, run a nice 6, 7, 8-minute drive, and put the ball in the end zone.
It's as if Coach Wayne Sackett had the same play in mind that was in my head, and then it ended up being tipped by Turrup. This is going to be
nice
Gums making space. Another 2 stiff arms. Then he goes right over the tackler across the 10-yard line to about the 12. Another nice carry by Gums, a physical, punishing runner.
Boy, I don't know if you saw it, but Nick Stoner had a great hit there near the end of the play. He just laid out the opposing West Salem player.
Hilltoppers are playing smash mouth football right now, and you're right, Stoner with a nice block there. Gums the deep back. And again, backs in the eye. There it is. Gums with space. Tackled at the 21-yard line. First down, Hilltoppers. They'll move it ahead. Now, Coach Yashinsky is going to most definitely want to continue to pound on the ground, like you said. If he's able to get that going, now that can turn the lights out here.
Yeah. I mean, if you do what I had mentioned earlier and run the clock down that way and put the ball in the end zone, West Salem's got a lot of ground to cover in very little time, as we only have 9 minutes here left in the fourth quarter.
Gums definitely up over 100 yards now. And he'll get it again. Gums this time stacked up at the 24. And a nice stop by Samuel Lowen. Ball at the 25. It'll be second down, 8 yards to go. You're watching that door like it's going to slam. And there it goes. Again, if you missed it earlier, we were talking about the heat inside the box here. It's been heating up during the daytime. Here again is Gums, pounding over one tackler and then getting a first down across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Call it the 37. It'll move the sticks, and the Hilltoppers getting the running game going right now. Nice block, and he got through the hole and made the most of it.
He's finding the seams, and he is pounding the West Salem defenders. No mercy.
Right now that size does look like it matters as the big boys, the hog mollies up front, making some room.
Those are the type of backs that you want to keep handing the ball off to. They're not going to necessarily get the best runs right away, but if you keep handing the ball, they're going to make their damage.
This time a little problem on the handoff exchange, and absolutely hammered was Gums. Lowen in on the tackle again. He's had a strong night. And that'll drag the Hilltoppers back a bit. Loss of 3, second and 13, 7:25 left here in the fourth quarter. 21-14, no scoring in the third, all the scoring in the first half. For both these teams, that's the opposite of last week where all the scoring was in the second half. Pitch, Teal, around one tackle, and knocked down. Looks like he got his hip popped. A nice stop out there by number 62. Who's Christopher Gunther, a guy who they have as one of their top defensive players, and Gunther's been good in the middle. This time he got to the outside and knocked Teal.
Yeah, he was able to trip up Teal. I mean, Teal would have been able to get some yards there and set up a better third down situation, but now you're looking at even longer third down, so you're going to have to throw the football here if you're going to want to pick up that first down.
So you got a 3rd and 13 for the Hilltoppers. West Salem clamping down, 6:30 remaining. Here in regulation. In the shotgun is Ryan Williams, the quarterback, the junior, in his first year as a starter. And they're taking their time. Looks like the coaching staff call a timeout here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Discuss things with a 3rd down and 13 with 6:19 left here in the fourth. We'll take a quick 30 seconds, come back with more action. This is the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've always enjoyed the food that has been served, and I would highly recommend anybody to come down. You can bring your family here. It's family-oriented. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Chicken nachos are yummy.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Oh my God, I love Howie's. I love what they did with the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with your friends.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Can you dig it?
What exactly is that dance you're doing, Ryan?
I'm just grooving to the beat.
Too bad we can't get that on camera. We'd lose
Please don't. I want to have a career.
We'd lose all of those that are viewing tonight. A big situation here for the Hilltoppers. 3rd down and 13. Ball at their own 34-yard line. 6:19 left. They call the timeout to discuss things. And let's see what they come up with from the shotgun. Give to Gums, who is the lone back, and he gets stacked up at the 35. Good defensive play there by the West Salem Panthers. 3-4 tacklers in on the mix. And so that'll force the Hilltoppers to punt. Let's check in with Tiana who is down on the field here at Hilltopper Stadium. And Tiana, obviously that was a big stop for the West Salem Panthers. Have you any updates around the area?
I do. Westby still leading Sparta 22-0. That's about all I have.
That's all.
There's
That's
not
going.
a lot of updates coming in right now.
Big kick fielded at the 25. Haas tries to cut back inside, takes a stick at the 35, and eventually knocked down across as Nick Fruit with a huge pop knocked him down. But decent field position here for the Panthers as they get the ball back, trailing by 7, 5:38. Something tells me this is the kind of game that's going to overtime.
Boy, you know, it's shaping up that way. I mean, West Salem's been close multiple times now. They've been stopped twice in the red zone. This is huge for them. This may not be their last drive, but it's certainly going to be the last one where they can take their time and do what kind of play calling they want to do.
Last time the Panthers drove down to the 5-yard line, couldn't get it in, as Cody Turf got a hand on a Garrett Johnson pass, tipping it when they were looking for the fade route in the end zone. Now backs in the eye, 1st and 10. Ball at the 38. Dropping back is Johnson. Pressure. He still has it. He throws it from the pocket to the sideline. Flag thrown, intentional grounding. He stayed in the pocket, and that's got to be grounding there, is the way it looks. He dropped straight back in the pocket, so he never wavered.
Yeah, that's a mistake there. You got to.
And there it is.
And he thrown it to the far sideline. He's right on the hash line. He could have thrown it to the near sideline and been able to not get the intentional grounding penalty. Now you're in big trouble if you're West Salem.
Yeah, he clearly threw it away to the other side. There was nobody in the general area and really was in the grasp anyway. And so that'll drop them back, the Panthers now to the 18-yard line. 2nd and very, very long.
Nice
Nearly
blitz
30
pickup.
yards. Johnson with lots of time, though. Throws it short down the sideline. I'm not sure if he caught that or not. They're saying yes, the initial call was, and then let's see. Yeah, they're gonna mark it there. They're saying complete pass. Boy,
not that I can tell any better than the referee can. He's right there, but it did look like it was close to hitting the ground. He could have gotten his hands under it, but it was close.
Now was it Caston Schmidt who made the catch there along the sidelines?
I'm sure it was.
Hard to see the number from the other side, but if that was truly a catch, nice job. And the officials say yes.
Good blitz pickup in the backfield there by the running back, too.
3rd down and 19 here for the Panthers. Johnson with time. No, he gave it up the middle. Nice fake, but not going to be enough for a 1st down. Caston Schmidt up to the 39. Caught my eyes off. It was a good fake direction, but not enough to pick up the 1st down. 4th down and 11.
Boy, are they going to go for it here? Oh, they're going to take a timeout and think about it.
They're going to take a time and think about it here. 4th down, and they'll say 10 on the scoreboard here. No, they're just going to make personnel changes. Looks like now they're going. Yeah, because you see the change in personnel. Tim Schaaf comes out, and that means that they're at least looking like they're going to kick the football here.
That to me, that's the right call here. I mean, there's enough time for you to punt the. Oh wait.
And now they'll talk about it again, but they're going to be out of time. They're going to have to take a timeout. And that's exactly what they're going to do. 4:41 left here in regulation. Hilltoppers up 21-14 here in Onalaska, Wisconsin. It is the high school football game of the week on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Cooley Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Big situation here, 4:41 left, and a 4th and 10. Looks like they're set to punt. Are the West Salem Panthers. Tim Schaaf, low snap. Schaaf catches it, and kicks it end over end. Bounces at the 28, picked up there at the 20, and a nice stick by the West Salem Panthers special teams.
Teal's hurt now. I think he might be dealing with cramps.
That was Cole Camel who got in with the hit, the senior for the Panthers.
Alex Teal there wasn't sure whether to field the ball, and he hesitated. And I think if he had decided to field the ball right away, that he could have perhaps gotten some yards out of it. But instead, he waited and he risked it there, because if you're fielding the ball right as you're getting hit, as he was, you could muff the ball very easily.
And let's hope that he's all right. That could be a very, very bad injury for the Hilltoppers. It looks like he's got his hands up near his face.
They're dealing with the cramp situation now. It's very hot, and he's been having to run on and off the field, running in play. So I'm sure those legs are getting pretty tired.
With this door open here, I don't feel like I'm getting cramped up anymore. I'll tell you what, that was pretty hot in here. Good advice, Timmy, to open up that door. I was just afraid it was going to slam shut on people. Oh, I know. It was coming from me, I bet.
Try being in here.
Big guy gives off heat. So he'll check him out on the sidelines here. Alex Teal, it looks like a little cramping, and they'll stretch him out a little bit and attend to him on the sidelines. Lori, the trainer there, doing a good job.
Yeah, if the game does go into overtime, or where Onalaska is going to need to score the ball again, having Teal hurting like that could become a very big issue.
So the Hilltoppers with the football. Alex Gums continuing to push forward along with his line. Up across the 25, up to the 30-yard line. Short by a yard for the first down marker. And, boy, I tell you, that was a real tussle. That was a rugby scrum right there as it moved forward.
Well, you can tell when someone's been working in the weight room, when you can pull off runs like that and just be able to move the pile. That is something that coaches love, is when you can get a running back who's strong enough to move that pile the extra 1, 2, 3 yards.
Nick Fruit split near side. And the give again to Gums, who's having a huge night. First down and more, up to the 40-yard line. And surely a stellar night for Alex Gums. He's been fantastic. Moves the chains again. He's got to be up near 175. As he has carried the rock numerous times, at least 60% of the plays.
Oh, man.
Ball at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. And again gets the football, stripped by the Panthers. Ball is down, pile up, cross midfield into West Salem territory. Now is when you have that little pull back and forth to see if you can be the one that gets uncovered with the football. And it looks like the Hilltoppers going to keep possession, and along with it, another first down. That ball was stripped by the Panthers out of the hands of Gums, went forward, and 4 guys went in for it, and the Hilltoppers came up with it.
Man, that was great play by West Salem to force that to happen, but they just had to cover that up, and this would be a totally different ball game.
So ball at the 49-yard line of West Salem. 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. 3:03 left here in regulation. And to give to the fullback up the middle, and Stoner will move forward up to the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry. So clock will continue to tick. Actually, they go short of the 45 and spotted at the 44. So a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7.
Gums takes the sideline now. He's definitely earned a break.
Clock continues to tick. Most likely you're going to go to the ground again. West Salem trying to prepare for it here.
Got to be careful with a cold running back coming in.
Another epic battle between these two teams. Giving it left side, and the carry up to the 40-yard line, just shy of the first down, but a nice pickup on the play by Dakota Marcon. The junior running back showed some good speed to the outside and very close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and about 1. So under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, Ryan.
This is where it comes down. West Salem needs a stop here if they want to get the ball back with any time left.
And they'll get set up in the middle, expecting a run to come up and show the power of that Onalaska size on the offensive line. See how it measures up. There's the give. And that's a first down. And Moore still on his feet as his knee went down on a player, never touched the ground. First down. What a run by Alex Gums, crossed the 30 to 29-yard line, and that may be the dagger there.
That is pretty much the story of the night for Onalaska's running game. Gums got stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and he just ran through a tackle, just bulldozed him. Was able to get some more yards, and now it looks like Onalaska is just going to try to run the clock out.
Had one knee down, but his knee went down on a player laying on his back, and he popped right back up after that.
And he put his hand down, which you can do, and then you're not down. So he just kept on going and was able to get a few more yards after that.
Good effort, big carry right there as he took the hit and continued to move forward for another first down. The Hilltoppers, with 1:27 left here in the fourth, a 21-14 lead. The West Salem Panthers have their backs against the wall right now, because you know exactly what the Hilltoppers are going to do. They're going to pound the rock more up the middle and try to avoid any sort of possible turnovers.
I believe West Salem has one timeout left, so yeah, it's not. You're going to have to hopefully strip the football if you're going to want to get the ball back at all.
Going to be pretty tough. Time-wise, it's looking like a very difficult finish here for the Panthers.
Yeah.
And if you're Coach Yashinsky, you just want to get your guys out there and have ball control. Hold on for dear life.
Might even be taking a knee.
Yeah, not even a need to try to do anything risky. And I think you're right. They may go to the knee.
Oh.
Yeah, they are out. Okay. So that should be able to take care of business here. And the Hilltoppers will take a timeout. So with the clock with 1:27 left on it, a couple discussions. We just are hearing from the crowd here that West Salem has used all their timeouts, and that would mean, hey, you know what? There's nothing you can really do here other than somehow get lucky and have Onalaska turn the football over on their own.
I believe the Buccaneers did that a couple times this past NFL season, where the other team was taking a knee and they fumbled the football and they were able to get it. I think it was 2 or 3 times. They got a little bit of criticism for that because they're going hard to the whistle, and some people say playing dirty, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to get the ball back. I mean,
it's about getting the ball back, but it'd be pretty tough for the Panthers to do that here.
If you're the West Salem coach, you just tell your boys not to play dirty, no cheap shots. Just let whatever happens.
Again, just 7 points separating here. So another tight game between West Salem and Onalaska. Great non-conference rivalry. And the kneel down by the Hilltoppers. Ryan Williams takes the knee. Clock will continue to tick with no timeouts for the Panthers. Well, the fans definitely got a good game to see here tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
And they got to see a couple explosive plays, the home fans. Alex Teal with a big kick return for a touchdown, unofficially 85 yards on the return. And another big interception return by Billy Keene, who had 2 interceptions in this game. And another clock running play. Clock ticks under 40 seconds now. There were a couple of short gainers for touchdowns. Alex Gums had the first one. That is the first score of the game. Then Trent Kastenschmidt had a 3-yard touchdown run. Sam Lowen had a 2-yard touchdown run for the Panthers. But that was it, scoring in the first half. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, 1 in the second, nothing in the third, nothing in the fourth. So the defense is clamped down in that second half.
Yeah, your first half, you're thinking, boy, this is going to be a shootout. We're gonna see some great plays going, and the defense has stepped up, and Onalaska comes out with the win.
Cowbell is there, but the flag is on the field, so they might have to run one more play here.
Perhaps maybe an offsides by West Salem.
And if that's the case, they can just decline it here, can't they? But they got 6 still left on the 0.6 left up there. Panthers are still on the field, so they will have to run one more as the official picks up the flag. Couldn't just let it end. You gotta run one more. We know what the play is. Everyone in the building knows what the play is. But for the Hilltoppers, after one more snap, they are 1-1 on the season. They bounce back. West Salem Panthers going to start out 0-2. And they'll just call it over as the Gang of Purple comes on out. The Gang of Purple has got to be happy. The effort tonight, a good one, as they defeat the West Salem Panthers. Last year it was West Salem winning by 1 point in overtime. This year it's the Hilltoppers winning 21-14. We'll be back with a quick post-game show. We'll talk to Tiana, see if she can update us on any scores and wrap things up here from Hilltopper Stadium. This is the Cooley Region Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Bill, where are we going?
We're trying to find my ATM.
We just passed an ATM.
But that's not my ATM. I lose $4 if it's not my ATM.
Make any ATM your ATM. Introducing free Kasasa Checking with monthly rewards like cash and ATM fees back in your pocket. Visit trykasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa, now at Cooley Bank. Member FDIC.
Rick Ryan and Tiana. The final score here in the game tonight, the Hilltoppers 21 and the West Salem Panthers 14. Tiana, this was a darn good one, and I know that the Hilltopper fans very, very excited and very, very happy about how things turned out tonight. You can still see some cramping out on the field as I see a player on their back right now. And, if you were hearing what they were saying on the sideline, I'm sure it was get as much fluids and you stretch out as much as you can most of the night. Am I right about that? Tiana?
Sorry, I'm having really some problems with my headset tonight, cutting in and out. But, yeah, we talked about that last week at Holman. With this hot weather, you practice one way. It's a whole different level when you take it to game time. Full force at one another, and it's going to take a toll on your body. It's going to take a bit for these guys to overcome the heat, but hopefully that should be phasing out quite a bit this week, and it'll cool down a little bit.
As they meet at center field, we did want to ask if you had any more score updates, anything that's come across the wire via Twitter anytime recently.
Yes, and I have some more final scores for you.
Good.
Westby's final against Sparta, 22-0. Arcadia, 44 to Whitehall's 12. Final on the Logan Eau Claire North game was Logan 21, Eau Claire North 14.
All right, so some finals there, getting some updates, and as always, Tiana, fantastic job. I know that the headset was giving you a little bit of fits, but I'm glad that we were able to get you out there, and hopefully we can maybe adjust something with the headset so you'll be able to hear us a little better next week.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that a little bit, but I do
right.
like piecing together what you're saying.
It's like a puzzle.
It is. It's quite fun. I'm not going to lie.
All right. I'd like to not play that game next week.
I would too, but we'll have to overcome that little obstacle.
All right. Thank you, Tiana.
Thank you.
All right, so there you go. You got some scores here again, 21-14. The Onalaska Hilltoppers victorious over the West Salem Panthers, and come back and get it this year. A great football game. We talked about special teams being outstanding in this game. Couple of booming punts, one of those at least near 70 yards.
Yeah,
and that was Nick Stoner, and he was definitely getting a foot on it tonight, but not to be outdone. I mean, when you look at what Tim Schaaf did in special teams, I thought that was pretty fantastic as well with some of the kicks there. But the returns, you got Alex Teal with a huge return, 85 yards unofficially, runs it back for a touchdown. You've got interceptions for touchdowns. As we mentioned, Billy Keene gets one. Also another key interception in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Really, for West Salem, this could have maybe been their game had they capitalized on those goal line situations. Hilltoppers stopped 2 of them.
A lot of self-inflicted wounds if you're West Salem. You had that bad pass intercepted for a touchdown for Onalaska, and then you had your not one but two red zone mishaps where you go for it on 4th down and you're not able to get any points, and you throw the interception in the end zone to Keene, and then you have the kickoff to Teal, which in my opinion they shouldn't have been kicking off to Teal in the first place. Like that they after that they decided not to, but there's many opportunities for West Salem to take over the game, but Onalaska was just able to take advantage of the opportunities they were given, and West Salem wasn't able to take advantage of theirs. So in the end of the night, Onalaska's up 21-14.
So a darn good football game tonight here from Hilltopper Stadium. The Hilltoppers win this one. As we mentioned, we'll be out and about again next week. And Scotty Grant will be back. How'd you like doing color commentary for football as opposed to baseball?
Football's more my thing. I love football. That's my sport.
It's his
that's
sport.
My heart.
He loves it, and we'll have you back again hopefully before the season comes to an end.
I would love to.
Aquinas at Logan next week. That'll be the 6th of September. It is a 6:45 pregame start. We'll have that action for you. For everyone tonight, including our cameraman Timmy Culp, Ryan Kastenschmidt, Deanna Vanderhei. My name is Rick Franke. We hope you enjoyed tonight's webcast. It will be on archive for your convenience. You check it out if you're at the game or you know people that were playing in the game tonight and they want to watch it. It'll always be up on archive after we're all done here. My thanks to all of you for spending your evening with us. Good night, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed the Cooley Region Sports Network High School Football Game of the Week. All of tonight's action has been presented by Cooley Bank, bank with confidence. Culligan of La Crosse, better water, pure and simple. Builders Flooring, flooring experts so you don't have to be. Jones Construction, 608-386-8292. Let the owner work for you. And the Spillway Pub in Onalaska, perfect place to stop after the game. High school football on CRSN has also been streamed live courtesy of Buffalo Wild Wings, Grill and Bar, Wings, Beer, Sports. State Farm Insurance, Carrie Bandel Agency, Onalaska, Celebrate My Drive. Radio 1 Broadcast School, check them out online at radio1school.com. Howie's on La Crosse, your ultimate sports viewing venue. And Lloyd's Speed Stop Pizza. Grab a slice today. This has been a CRSN Sports presentation. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for the latest in Cooley Region sports information. Cooley Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.